Ìrọ̀lẹ́ ìdáwáyé yóò. Asedaya wudi o. Asedaya wudi. Naya babo. Da fatawo, ayé yìí fatawo, yẹ́yìn ni Kristo àṣẹ̀dá fatawo. Àṣẹ̀dá fatawo, ayé yìí fatawo, yẹ́yìn Kristo àṣẹ̀dá ṣẹ̀wó ma. Àṣẹ̀dá ṣẹ̀yẹ ma, yẹ́dí bẹ́ẹ̀ máa wò. Asidera nínú yẹ́nì máa wò dá àsìdá sẹ́yẹ máa yẹ́nì rẹ̀ máa wò àsìdera nínú yẹ́nì máa wò dá. Nàbìsí sọ̀bù sàmtù sọ̀sánẹ̀ sọ̀sẹ̀ni wà áwò. Kọ̀wé kótó lè ní nẹ́sẹ̀ báyìí. Yenze tu yenze jana pabo tu mi adina eti muye ko nana muye di ana Yesu bako amamu efrise okuyi Mora. your country, and they send you back to the devotion. Let us all unite to uphold happy country and love and right to oh, alright, Ghana youth for your country, and they sing the march of devotion. Let us all unite to uphold happy country and love and right to hey, we are. Baba,
It's a beautiful Friday, and of course, you are welcome to Breakfast Daily. And of course, you know, every Friday we like to pump it up with some music to get our adrenaline pumping so we could, you know, do what we have to do from now till 11 a.m. My name is Chris Carter, and I hope that you enjoyed today's show. What happened?
Christy, Friday, another Friday.
Yeah.
You're looking dashing.
Thank you.
And I know our viewers cannot wait to wait for us to bring them all we have for them. Today is a packed show. It is packed. We're going to bring you insightful conversations. Of course, you see the newspapers in front of us. We update you on what is happening in the news circle as well. Bring you some entertainment. After we started the show with today. So do not go anywhere. Stick and stay with us here on Breakfast Daily, the special edition, which is today, Friday. I am Wahab Abdul Razak. But before we delve into the show, let's check the weather forecast for today. Right, now let's get into the summary for today's weather forecast. This is an 18-hour forecast for Ghana, valid from 6 a.m. today, and it's coming from the Ghana Meteorological Agency. And so during the early hours of this morning, mist or fog patches are expected over part of the coastal, forest and mountainous areas, reducing visibility. Thereafter, mostly cloudy conditions will prevail across southern Ghana, while the northern half of the country remains partly cloudy. As the day progresses, mostly sunny weather with occasional cloud cover are expected across part of the country. However, from late afternoon into the evening, there is a low chance of rain with or without thunder or a few places within the transition and northern sectors. And also the state of the sea will be rough. Let's adhere to the forecast, and plan are they accordingly. And yes, so if you have no business, now we know that visibility is going to reduce from over the coastal forest and also mountainous areas. If you are driving, you have to be on guard and all that. But you can get more details from the weather from the Ghana Meteorological Agency on their various social media handles on X, on YouTube. They also have a WhatsApp channel. They are on TikTok as well. And in addition, you can add a weather app to that to get more information on the weather updates and all that. So let's get straight into the newspapers and see what the various papers are reporting this morning. Chris, let me start with you. What do you have?
All right, on the front page of the Chronicle, we have injunction on Apostle Sappho's funeral. Address Sappho rose the dice. Uproar over Sedina's acquittal. And this is AG to appeal. Valco not for sale. Needs $700 million to retool. This is coming from Emmanuel Ama Kofi-Boa, who's the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources. And of course, when it comes to the Chronicle, there's always a daily word from the Lord. So 1 Corinthians 16:13, be watchful, stand firm in the faith, act like men, and be strong. And I'm sure this is linked to the story of the injunction of Apostle Sappho's funeral.
Right, I also have the Inquisitor, and the big story there says, dealing with corruption, Supreme Court clears OSP power to prosecute. And they also have playback, how Canada-based Ghanaian minors were awarded scholarship in 2025. And more stories on the front page of the Inquisitor. Over 6,000 security services applicants tested positive of hard drugs. That is according to the Narcotics Control Commission. We also have grassroots movement backs upon Fosu for NDC chairman. And that story can be found on page 4 and 7 of the Inquisitor newspaper.
All right, on the front page of the Herald, 3 judges shred ex-Maslog boss, 10-year conviction, expose flaws in Dame's prosecution, but Ayine heads to Supreme Court. And Mahama to finally appoint new defense environment ministers and cabinet reshuffle a year after mourning helicopter victims. Extor MD bribery trial to reveal names, emails, and bank records. Gabonese president honors Rollins with wrath on military cemetery. And then the last one here, minister laments Valco's desperate situation, but denies sales.
All right, let's move on to the Informer. The Informer and the big story on their front page this morning. A Supreme Court backs OSP's independence, says it can prosecute and discontinue cases. And that story can be found on page 3, and it comes with a picture of the special prosecutor, Kisi Ejaben. 2 more stories on the front page of the Informer. NACOC proposes mandatory drug testing for schools and workplaces. And it comes with Brigadier General Maxwell Obuba Manthe's picture. He's the Director General of NACOC. We also have NITA unveils 2026 National ICT Week to drive digital innovation and investment. And that story is on page 12 of the Informer newspaper. Quit party post or lose your job. GTech wants tertiary institution heads. So it says, quit party post or lose your job. GTech wants tertiary institution heads. And the boss of GTech, Professor Abdullah Janapo's picture is boldly there. And that story is on page 5 of the Informer newspaper. To the last story there, leverage PPP to finance infrastructural project. Leverage PPP to finance infrastructural projects, government told. And it comes with a picture of Professor Godfred Bokpen. And lastly, delegate system crashes. Supreme Court orders 1 member, 1 vote. And that story is on page 2 of the Informer newspaper.
All right, on the front page of the News Center, government backs power grab constitutional reforms. Star Oil collects 1.81 billion Ghana cedis in fuel taxes in 6 months. Government makes mockery of CRC report, rejects major reforms, aids to creating stronger safeguards against political interference. Sadina's acquittal, a travesty of justice, and this is coming from the NPP. And lastly, GBC paid 57,030 euros for undelivered African Games training. Interesting times.
All right. Now let's go to the online portals and also see what they are reporting this morning. We're starting with City Newsroom. City Newsroom. So if you go on the front page of the City Newsroom, it says Ghana spent 36 billion importing chicken, rice and sugar in 2025. Ghana spent 36 billion cedis importing chicken, rice and sugar in 2025. Elected MMDCEs won't face presidential interference. And that's according to the local government chamber. Local government chamber says elected MMDCEs won't face presidential interference. And it comes at the back of the government position on the Constitution Review Committee that the Minister of Justice and Attorney General yesterday presented to the media. To more stories, government announces activities to mark first anniversary of 2025 helicopter crash. Government announces activities to mark first year anniversary of 2025 helicopter crash. That unfortunate incident that happened last year, August 8. Now to more stories on the Constitution Review. Freddie Blay questions August 6th, yes, I beg your pardon. Yes, it happened August 6th last year, and unfortunately we lost 8 gallant men of our country. Now, Constitution Review, Freddie Blay, former national chairman of NPP, questions silence on indemnity clause. Freddie Blay questions silence on indemnity clause. Parliament approves Rock Africa deal for electronic road toll system. Parliament approves Rock Africa deal for electronic road toll system. More stories there. HR professionals must prioritize competence over certificates. HR professionals must prioritize competence over certificates, and that's according to PSC Vice Chair. We also have Parliament passes Ghana Cocoa Board Bill to guarantee farmers 70% of FOB. Parliament passes Ghana Cocoa Board Bill to guarantee farmers 70% of FOB. Chris, let's go to channel. What do you have there?
All right. So on the front page of the portals of Channel 1 newsonline.com, we actually have the Literacy Challenge 2026, Ghana's premier pre-secondary academic competition. We also have South Africa retains position as Ghana's largest export in Africa. Open primaries for all members unrealistic, and that is coming from Freddie Blay. Government announces activities to mark first anniversary of helicopter crash victims. Channel 1 TV market price barometer. Cement, iron rods and paint prices drop. Ayine, Sedina is my friend, but appeal is about accountability. Now, dual citizens should not hold key public offices, and this is coming from Dr. Asante Otre. AG moves to block Sedina Tamaklo's release after Court of Appeals acquittal. August 6th helicopter crash, victims' children receive state support package. Jowulu, this is a very sad one. Several pupils injured as tipper truck hit school bus. Inside the judgment, how the Court of Appeal dismantled the case against Sedina Tamaklo. Government backs citizen-fed constitutional amendment sets 10% threshold. CRC report, government backs 5-year presidential term, lowers age to 35. And government backs Supreme Court cap, fixed tenure for Chief Justice. And we have more on that on channel1newsonline.com. So all you need to do is actually download the Channel One News app, and you can also stay updated with all this news and information. Of course, apart from that, there's a lot of infotainment that goes on there. So download it and stay updated. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we are going to be getting into a very serious conversation, especially around women and girls. And of course, since it's women and girls, it also concerns the men too, because the men are actually meant to protect the vulnerable. So let's take a quick break and we'll be back.
Biggie's house, there's no place to hide. The energy can swing in an instant. Only the biggest moves tip the scale, because nothing is given, but everything is for the taking. Will you step up and take the spotlight? Big Brother Naija Season 11 starts Sunday, July 26th, showing 24/7 on DSTV Channel 198 and GoTV Channel 49. Headline sponsor, Bet Power.
Hello, my name is Pamela from Customer Service. Please revalidate your account by texting your Ghana card number to 0500,000 247.
Hey, Abili, wabadim.
Madam, give me the numbers behind your ATM card. I'm calling from the head office.
An email was delivered across to our customers this morning.
Confirm if this is your bank account. 100,100,100.
Thanks for sending your bank card details.
Send the OTP now to avoid cancellation.
EcoBank will never call, email, send an SMS asking for your PIN, OTP, bank card, or Ghana card details.
Don't get played. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Hello, please, I'm calling from Customer Experience Center.
In my line of work, a confident smile is everything. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste keeps me on top of my game and ensures my smile is always radiant and bright.
With the tiring nature of my job, we spend several hours under the scorching sun. To keep our teeth white and our breath fresh all the time, we use none other than Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. You're on a Kessie and in a kit one.
Samayo Kendini, who be here, Semetra Sapapadia to a mammy man for Kel Charcoal's natural ingredients, and a bomb is so buying, and manistering, Nesansu Mama Hotoso, a will beg you.
Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Choose Kel Charcoal Toothpaste for anti-cavity, whiter teeth, and fresher breath all day. Available in 80 gram and 150 gram. Grab yours today.
Kel, happy smile. This advert is FDA approved.
The Community Tracker is a parliamentary accountability project, a collaborative initiative between Channel One TV and the African Center for Parliamentary Affairs. Serving as an evidence-based project, Community Tracker documents and assesses development projects across constituencies in Ghana. The initiative includes the development of an attractive database map that identifies and tracks infrastructure projects, making information publicly available and promoting greater accountability. The program empowers communities to identify their priority development needs, monitor project implementations, and hold duty bearers accountable for the delivery of public services. It provides visibility for members of parliament who are delivering tangible development outcomes in their constituencies. Through the tracking and documentation of constituency-level projects, the program seeks to strengthen accountability in public infrastructure delivery while giving communities a meaningful voice in evaluating the impact of development interventions. The Community Tracker premieres on Channel One TV on Monday, 3rd August. Catch it every Monday at 7:30 p.m. with repeat broadcast on Tuesdays at 11 a.m. and on Saturdays at 5 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's still Breakfast Daily right here. And I told you that we are going to be having an interesting conversation. Now, every child actually deserves to be in school to see their dreams flourish and to partake in all the activities that they see their peers participate in, especially if it's positive and inspiring other people. But sometimes these dreams and these wishes are actually cut short because of teenage pregnancy and child marriages. And behind the statistics are actually real girls here in Ghana that are actually going through the same thing. And that's why we're about to have this conversation about letting the girl child stay in school. And this is a conversation around child marriage and teenage pregnancy. So in studio with us, we have Reverend Honam Adraku Kevi, who's a human rights advocate and executive director of Purim Africa Youth Development Platform, and Belinda Mills, who's a program officer on child marriage unit at the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
How are you?
We're fine.
All right. So these two issues, child marriage and teenage pregnancy, it seems to be a serious issue and a serious concern when it comes to, Ghana. Now, how serious is the situation today? Because I know when I was a kid, they've been talking about this, and always, there's also this campaign, send your girl child to school and all that. So it's still linked around this whole situation, but this time we're focusing on child marriage and, the teenage pregnancy. So now, how serious are these two situations right now in the country?
So from where I sit, child marriage is still prominent in Ghana, even though it has reduced in the 1990s from 40%.
Yeah.
Currently, we are 16.1%. That's at 2022. Yes, and it's still very, very prominent in Ghana. It has very serious side effects. Yes, such as limited education. Then we have the health risk aspect we were discussing earlier.
Yeah, we discussed that earlier.
The health risk aspect. You get married, then you have you don't end up going to school. You don't have access to opportunity. You are limited when it comes to access to opportunities.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Reverend, this is for you. I'm sure you've been dealing with this issue and you've walked around the whole country and then meeting these situations. Now, what are the main causes of, say, teenage pregnancy? And also, when you look at the other hand, there's an issue of child marriage. What do you think also pushes these young ones to get married so early?
Yeah, so I'll share the story of a girl called Mavis that I worked with in the Bono region. This girl was 17 years and she was going through sexual and gender-based violence. She didn't have money to go back to school. And then during that period, she got pregnant. She dropped out of school. We were able to support her to go back to school. Now, Mavis has finished nursing training. She's a nurse now. But this was a former teenage mother. So there are countless girls. I work with Kaya. I work with teenage mothers who get pregnant along the way. Why do they get pregnant? Poverty. Poverty
so
levels.
It's a poverty problem.
Yes, when you look at teenage pregnancy and the communities where there are teenage pregnancy, you realize that there's a lot of poverty issues. Some of the girls we work with, just for Indomie, they will give themselves to a man to sleep with, and sometimes they want to go back to school. Somebody will say, well, I'll support you. And then child marriage is also one of the causes of teenage pregnancy, because if a girl is abducted, some of the communities we work with, the girls are abducted, they will just be there and they pick them up and then they send them to marry a man, they get pregnant, then the child becomes a teenage mother. So child marriage is a cause. If a girl drops out of school for whatever reason, the only thing she might have if she doesn't have a livelihood skill or whatever, is to get pregnant. And then we also have cultural and traditional practices. In some of the communities where we work, by a particular age, you should get married. You know, some of the communities, even in Greater Accra, it is beautiful to get married at a particular age, so that they can have outdoorings and all that for you. Sometimes female genital cutting. You know, if I feel that, yes, if I feel my life is useless, I don't have much to do, why not just get pregnant? And then economic opportunities. I don't have a job to do. Sometimes in some of the northern regions, during the dry seasons, some of these girls have nothing to do. So you realize that, and sometimes because of the distances to school, some of these girls are not able to go to school. So they stay at home by the time, you know, they are pregnant. So some of these things. And then, sometimes weak enforcement of some of our child protection laws, because Ghana has laws. Ghana has a lot of things that should protect these girls.
But is it working?
In some communities, it is working. In fact, it is working. Because if the law gets you, yes, they will imprison you. But, you know, sometimes culture and tradition and community discussions
becomes an impediment to, you know, put out the laws.
Yes, and then if you get a girl and she says that, my bed, I can't find my bed set. I'm not 18.
Yes.
They do that a lot.
Exactly. So what can you do?
There's nothing to do. Yeah.
Some of them even like actually hike their age to tell you they are 18.
Yeah.
So
yes.
So that means they've also been programmed.
Yes, they've assessed.
It's a community thing. You know, it's a community thing. One girl we rescued recently, the police actually went to rescue the girl. Put her together. We're going to support the girl. She said she loves the man. This is a 15-year-old girl. The girl was abducted at age 10. We rescued her at age 15. She said she loves the man, and the community was also calling her, giving her pressure. If you are disgracing our community. So this girl went back to her community. So there are a lot of pressures in the community, among parents, community laws, all these things that are influencing the issues of child marriage and teenage pregnancy.
Wow. So how important is education in preventing some of these things? And, you know, most of the times you say education and it's just about the female child, but we do forget about the male child as well. It's both sides, right? That are involved in this thing. So how important is education? You highlighted some of the underlying factors causing this particular problem. How important can we use education to eradicate it, if not entirely, at least minimize it to a significant amount?
Yeah, so you know, in Ghana, our school system, education keeps you in school for a longer while. So imagine you are from 9 to say 18 years. You are from lower primary to SHS. From there, you go to university. Yes. So with that span of life, 21 years, if you are done by 21 years, you can get married. That's school education keeping you in school longer. The longer you are in school, the lesser opportunity for you to get married early. Also, it enlightens our young girls to defy against societal norms. It gives them something to look up to say, oh, I want to be like this person. You go to school, they teach you that with the young girl, you have to be able to please consider.
Okay, so education. I think that in my programs, I mentioned that I work with teenage girls, Kayaye. One of the most important tools we've used is education. We have Kayaye we pick from the street who have finished university now, and these girls are not pregnant. We, the government has this re-entry policy now. So if you're a girl and you get pregnant, you can go back to school. And we have some of these girls that have gone back to school. They have 1 child, 2 children. They've gone back to school and they are doing so well and making money to protect and take care of their family. So what she said is right. Education, you stay in school for a long time. So the possibility that you get pregnant, yes. And in school, there are a lot of punitive measures. If they see you having sex, sometimes they'll tell you, they call this person in a dining hall, they punish the person. So every child is afraid. So there are few girls in school who you find pregnant. So education is a very important protective tool for girls.
Has it yielded enough results? Because the latest Ghana Demographic and Health Survey stated that 1 out of every 5 female child get married and even pregnant before 18.
Yes.
Has that, strategy, or we should look at it some more, maybe?
It is. I've told you that there are a number of girls we've taken back to school. And all these girls, we've been able to prevent them from getting pregnant. Education is going on. Ministry of Gender is doing a lot of work. CSOs are doing a lot of work. But we need to do more. Up to today, there are communities you go to who know that child marriage is not right, but they're still abducting girls. Yes, they're abducting girls. We have cases that are still coming, even in Greater Accra region. So it is very important that, and then you mentioned the issue of boys.
Yeah.
Yes. In fact, when you look at vulnerability, girls are more vulnerable than boys. But we also have programs we do for both men and boys, because one of the things that we've realized is that you cannot only target one sex and leave the other. When the other one is the one that is perpetrating the act, the one that is causing the pregnancy is going back to school. A boy can impregnate a girl and go back to school.
Yeah.
But what happens to the girl? So yes, we have male involvement strategies that we are using now. We do a lot of education for the men, and we've realized that is yielding a lot of results, but girls are still vulnerable.
Right. So yeah, I agree with that. The girls are still vulnerable. Obviously, when it comes to this issue of vulnerability, it's always old people, the aged, the women, and the children. But now, you talked about the little girls being conditioned sometimes, and especially with the example you gave, the 15-year-old girl said that she's in love with her old man. Obviously, that is her abuser, and she definitely does not know that. Now, are there programs to actually rehabilitate these girls? Because from what you just spoke about, it sounds like Stockholm syndrome. This is someone still in love with her abuser, even if he's beating her up. Forget the part that the community will say, yes, you are disgracing us. That also has an effect. I know that also has an effect, because girls are always scared of, what will my mom say? What will my dad say? But the issue of Stockholm syndrome now, whereby she thinks she's in love with this person who has abducted her and obviously sexually abusing her because she's still a child. Are there programs to actually rehabilitate girls like this? Like therapy or something?
Yeah, they have counseling sections for them, and we have the promoting adolescent safe space, where we have the adolescents come together to share their experiences. They have a mentor who guides them through their experiences, their challenges. Yeah, so I think so far that is what we have. Aside the counseling, there's adolescent safe spaces.
Yeah.
Yes, in schools and in communities.
All right. So my next question is to both of you, obviously. You work with the ministry, and she has an organization and platform that deals with all these problems. Now, one of the most important things when it comes to dealing with this sort of problems, especially when the girls have to run away and they don't want to go back to where they are being abused, do we have enough safe houses in Ghana?
Oh, we have enough shelters.
Shelters, yeah.
Yes,
do we have them?
We do. We have enough.
Because
shelters.
I only know about one. I'm not even going to lie to you.
Yeah.
Oh, but
One, and it's a private one.
There are shelters in Ghana.
Yeah.
This girl, for example, I'm talking about, she was put in a shelter, and there are a lot of shelters. CSOs have shelters.
The
government has shelters. Yes, where these
So
girls
the government
can
has
be.
shelters.
Yes, we have
Yes,
shelters.
yes, where these girls, just that we can't tell you where they are.
No, definitely.
But there are shelters.
Definitely, I know that you're not supposed to tell us
Yes.
because it's meant to protect
Yes,
them. It's
yes.
a safe space.
Yes,
basically.
there are safe
But I just want to
spaces.
know that we have
We
these
have enough
shelters.
Yes, these shelters are there. And like, just to add to what she said, there are these safe spaces programs. That is part of what we call the Global Program to End Child Marriage by UNFPA and UNICEF,
Right.
where organizations have these safe spaces and communities where they interact with these girls. So that is where these issues come up with. And we go as long as the northern region, upper east, northeast, and Ministry of Gender is in all these communities. So with these safe spaces programs, the girls come up and they talk about these issues. There's counseling, there is physiotherapy, like you're asking. Yes, and these girls are trained as peer educators. So now we have girls themselves
that educate the
who educate their
rest,
peers. Because if I go to a Kayai and I'm talking to the Kayai, of course I'm not a Kayai. But now we have the girls themselves who are
the shoes.
yes, who are mentoring their colleagues, and it's working tremendously.
So is it well funded?
Yes, UNICEF and they have a period they are doing it, so it is well
It's a joint funding.
Yes.
But of course, we
even
would
now
always
they are-
want more money.
They are evaluating to see how effective it is in
Yeah.
reducing child marriage.
Funding is one of the
Yes,
problems
yes,
most of
yes,
these,
yes,
shelters face,
yes.
because you're supposed to feed them. You're supposed to give them electricity, water, bed sheets, and all these things. Even
Yeah.
new clothes sometimes. They
Education,
come with nothing because they run away.
education and
Education
lifestyle
again.
empowerment,
If it's older women, they have to reintegrate, you know, and all that.
Right. Belinda, talking about UNICEF and all that, we are
Okay.
nearing the end of our national strategy for
Yeah.
ending
The child
child marriage.
marriage,
Looking back, what gains have we made so far, and what loopholes have we not been able to seal, and how can we get out of those things?
Currently we really done a lot when it comes to ending child marriage using the strategic framework. We've increased awareness. We've engaged traditional leaders to promote positive change. We've also increased data and evidence. We've also engaged adolescents and provide them with empowerment, life skills. So we've really done a lot. Even this is also part of some of the strategies on the strategic framework.
Yeah.
So that's really helped. When it comes to the loopholes, poverty is still something that we cannot tackle with just even within a decade. There's always
Going to be poverty.
Yes,
yeah.
there's always economic hardship. There's always community covering up cases. Community accepting that child marriage is good for them. It will help their children and all that. So that is where we have the loopholes. We have low reporting. We have low awareness. Some communities don't even know that child marriage is a crime. Yes, so we are fighting to get there.
Right. So if they don't know that child marriage is a crime, especially let's take the North, for example. I know there's also a high case of fistula issues. Obviously, that is because of child marriage, because the body is not well developed, but they have to, do sexual things and even give birth. So that, in turn develops fistula sometimes. Now, with this issue like this, of course, it's linked to these two things that we are talking about. How does the government help them in this issue, especially when it comes to medical care?
Sexual and health education programs have been extended to every district. So now they have districts have their healthcare centers that deal with such issues. Child marriage is a multifaceted.
It's very multifaceted.
So every institution has to do their part. Gender is doing their part. Education is doing their part. Health is also doing their part. So the government is actually
working on fistula,
Yeah.
and they are doing it in partnership with the development agencies. I know that there's a lot of public-private partnership when it comes to issues of fistula, child marriage, and all that. There's a lot of partnership with these things in the communities. But culture and tradition are sometimes
how can we deal with that?
rooted.
How can we deal with
Only
that
through
part?
education.
Because when we talk about this, it looks like the biggest impediment that we have in trying to fight this issue is culture and tradition. How can we deal with that?
As part of the child marriage
Are they not
program,
seeing that their children are bleeding, are going through pain? Are they not seeing that?
People are blind when it comes to tradition.
Yes, and stereotypes, gender stereotypes. In Ghana, we still have patriarchal systems.
It's a patriarchal system.
Yes, even amongst us as women, even in urban centers, we still go through a lot of stereotypes and all that. When you see a woman who is talking so much, hey, this woman is hard, who can marry this woman? There's still stereotypes among us. So that is the thing. And then in these communities, awareness. There's this program under the child marriage program where chiefs are being targeted. I've been in those trainings where we've been training chiefs, and some chiefs, until these trainings, never found anything wrong with giving teenage pregnancy girls out for marriage. Because if you are pregnant, what should we do with you? It's a disgrace to the community. It is some of these training programs and their best. And in these programs, they do the chief sign to end child marriage in the community, and it's been done in so many communities. Before they became aware that, and even in our programs, we work with chiefs, we work with traditional leaders, before they woke up and said, oh wow, so these things are very bad, these things are not.
Well, can I ask a question?
Yes, please.
Do they give out their daughters too?
The chiefs? Oh, they do. Because
no, it's a very important question.
Some of them
because they can be chiefs in their villages, but their daughters are outside in Accra, going to great schools and everything, and being doctors and being.
But it depends on. Now, another thing I've realized about some of these traditional leaders is that the educated ones don't do these things. I've noticed that the educated ones, the enlightened ones who go for these workshops, who are always listening to social media, don't do these things. So I think that enlightenment, education is very important for all stakeholders.
So it means we must intensify the sensitization.
Yes, and even what you are doing today is excellent. Talking about these things, the role of boys, the role of men, the role of traditional leaders, even the role of women. You might think that women are empowered, but they are not. Why are you talking about sexual and gender-based violence? What are you talking about?
Because obviously they are not empowered.
They are not empowered. So it is very important that we don't take any stakeholder out. Let us intensify the education and talk about some of these things.
Right. So now, obviously you have had success stories. Can we hear some of these success stories? Because it's been a bit gloomy talking about the sad parts, why people are giving up their children, the diseases that they get or the conditions that they get later. Let's hear something exciting. Give us some, success stories.
We are the ministry. We are more of coordinating CSO. So they are on the ground. She has.
Okay, so I've shared some of the stories. Mavis, who became a nurse. We have another girl, Salah, who we picked up from the streets. She's finished midwifery and she's a public health nurse now. We have Sharifa too, who was actually caught. She was an SS. They caught her, abducted her. The man had sex with her.
He raped her.
Yes, no, in fact, they will say it's the husband.
Let's not say sex.
He raped her, and she ran away. She's in Accra now. She's learned a lot of livelihood skills. She's doing business. We have counselors. We have over 20 girls that have gone back to the university. We have girls that have gone back to SHS. Now the communities are more aware of child marriage. A lot of the chiefs will tell you that we are no more giving out our girls. They are more aware. Imams, pastors, all stakeholders are aware. And for me, if you are a pastor, you are an imam, and you are aware of issues of child marriage, the effect it has on the girls, you talk about it in the mosque, you talk about it in the church. If you are and a lot of bylaws are also being developed in communities, but I think that these discussions are saying that we want to do more. So yes, in a lot of communities, some of these things have stopped. Now I see a lot of Kayaye who are going to school. Right. In the past, some of the trends were that you see Kayaye who were uneducated. I think just recently, we had some girls that we call Orange Girls, who are part of Chief Justice Mentorship Program. In our program, we went to act at the Judicial Service at 150, and these girls were tremendous. These girls did so well. So there was a lot of improvement. Like she said, the National Strategic Plan for Child Marriage has done so much, but we must make more noise about it. We must let Ghana know that there's a lot of work going on. CSOs are doing so much work in the communities. CSOs are doing their best health screening. We do a lot of health screening in the community. Apart from us, there are other CSOs that are also working. So there are a lot of success stories of these girls whose lives have totally transformed because of some of these interventions.
Interesting. So you are working with the communities more closely than the ministry. And yes, you have someone from the ministry. I'm sure some of these strategies that you put in place, if you are to recommend one, that's really worked, so that as a nation, we all use to as a means to curb this canker. What would that one key impact story be for you?
Okay, so for me, I talk about integrated approaches because I've realized that one size does not fit all.
Exactly.
With my program with these girls, I talk about sexual reproductive health information and services. It's important that the girls understand their bodies. The girls have the life skills to be able to say no to sex and run away. Even when you see that sex is coming, rape is coming, how do you identify it and run away? So that's sexual and gender-based violence education. We are teaching these girls to report the cases. Don't keep it to yourself. Report the cases. So some of the girls in the communities and some of the policymakers have been trained as whistleblowers. So when you see a case of rape, you see a case of child marriage, you see, report it to the police, and there are reports going on. And then we talk about livelihood empowerment skills. It's not every girl that wants to go to school. Some girls it's not working. So you teach them skills. We've taught them. There are girls who have done farming. There are girls who have done soap making, bead making. Recently we did a graduation ceremony for some girls who are tilers and painters. Under the global program to end child marriage. So we have plumbers, male dominated, and then we have girls who have gone back to school. So we realize that one size does not fit all. And then I also like to say that sometimes in Ghana we are afraid of comprehensive sexuality education. I remember this matter came up and ran away.
They say we are trying to teach the children sex, but it's actually very important we have this conversation.
As a reverend minister, one of the ways I was able to
you're even a reverend minister, so that even makes it beautiful.
One of the ways I was able to keep myself away from sex was having sexuality education.
You need to understand
because
it.
Years ago, I think when I was a very young girl, I had low self-esteem. I didn't believe in myself. Then I went to an organization that began to teach me sexuality education. I got to know myself. I built my confidence level. And now, even from then till now, I believe in myself. And I believe that every young boy, every young girl needs to understand that their bodies do not define them. Their faces do not define them. And if you are not talking to your child about sex, and one of the things that causes teenage pregnancy is parental control.
The primary socialization.
A lot of parents are leaving their children out. If you don't talk to your child about sex, if you don't teach your child about the sex organs, who should teach your child?
So they go out there and they appear.
So when I talk to my children, I tell them penis, vagina.
No, because you see, I like the fact that you're talking about it, because I always say it on this show, it's very important for them to know their body parts, name it as it is. Don't call it something else. Don't call it pee papa, whatever. It is vagina. It is penis. That is, it's like your nose, your eye. So say it, and so you can be able to report. So I think you're really doing a good job.
And make sure nobody touches it. If they touch it, report it.
Yes. I think there should be more empowerment on the side of the parents, especially because with the children from a very young age, so they grow. A good job you are doing.
I mean, like, this has been a very great conversation, and I want to say well done and kudos to both of you. I mean, the ministry. One thing I'm actually very happy about is the fact that there are shelters, because for the longest time I've always thought that there were no shelters, that we might just be doing, a course 90 because we just keep talking and keep talking. But then it's good to see that, work is being done, and well done to you. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been having a very great conversation on combating child marriage and teenage pregnancy. And you've heard from, the horse's mouth themselves, because they have been working on the ground and also working with survivors and victims of this issue. So as you heard, if you have any incident that you know about, please report it and speak about it. And also don't forget to teach your children body autonomy so they can be able to speak about these issues, because some of these issues continue to remain the biggest human rights problems we have in the country, and we want to eradicate it by 2030. All right. So we've been speaking to Reverend Honam Ajraku Kevi, who's the human rights advocate and executive director of Purim African Youth Development Platform, and Belinda Mills, who's a programs manager on the Child Marriage Unit at the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection. Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, the show continues. And remember, it's Friday. There's so much in store for you.
Every day, we make choices. Some big, some small.
How would you be doing today?
I want this.
Or
Every day, we make choices, and sometimes choices that shape our hearts.
Hi.
Whether it's a long-term or short-term decision, the Lydia Ranger gives you the power to truly decide. With Lydia, you truly decide.
Verna is clean, fresh and safe. I'm holding my Verna bottle. No plastic seal, no worries. Open and hear the sound like click. That sound means it's fresh, no trick. No plastic seal, but it's still pure. Cool and clean, you can be sure. Verna leads the brighter way. What takes my doubt away? If it clicks, it's Verna. If it clicks, it's clean. Sip it, feel the difference. Verna water, pure and green. Click, open, sip. Click, open, sip. Chalet Verna, no stress, just sip. Chalet Verna, no stress, just sip.
This advert is FDA approved.
Trunk.
This is the old way. Let me show you a new and a better way. EduPack. EduPack? Yes, EduPack. A GS approved and supported initiative for all first year students going to SHS by Prospectus Ghana Limited. Now you don't need to go to the market. All your trunks, mattresses, pillows, including plastic chalkboards, are all waiting for your child at the school. Note, all our wooden chalkboards are being changed to plastic ones to avoid bedbugs.
You can also register by dialing *713*821# following the prompt, or you can visit www.edupackgh.com and tap register. You can also register at any ADB branch near you at a very affordable price. EduPack, approved and supported by GES.
Looking for everything made in Ghana? All in one place? Then get ready. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2026 is here. A bold celebration of Ghanaian creativity, innovation, and excellence. From rich traditional crafts to modern cutting-edge solutions, experience the very best of Ghanaian products and services. Explore excellence across key sectors including automobile, agriculture, education, health, hospitality, fashion, technology, food and beverages, creative arts, beauty, retail, and more. This is the biggest Made in Ghana fair, bringing together SMEs, startups, manufacturers, local creatives, indigenous corporate bodies, entrepreneurs, and innovative businesses all under one roof. Discover brands redefining quality, connect with industry leaders and innovators, experience the energy of Ghanaian enterprise and creativity. The date is 29th and 30th of August 2026. The time is 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily. Venue, the A4 Sutherlands Children's Park. Call 0205-973-973 or 0558-973-973 to register. Come explore, come connect, come be inspired. Discover the brands redefining Made in Ghana and experience the future of Ghanaian excellence. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2026 is powered by Channel One TV with support from City FM, and it's proudly sponsored by EcoBank and MTN. This is Ghana Exhibition 2026, celebrating Ghana, showcasing excellence.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's still Breakfast Daily right here on Channel 1 TV. And of course, you know, Friday we get to speak about so many things. Today we're going to be talking about food and what are you eating? What have you been eating? Ladies and gentlemen, we are still on the month, we're still in the month of nutrition. And the other time we also spoke a bit about what we are eating and also labeling and all that. But today we are going to be looking at food safety from farm to fork. And in studio with us, we have Sarah Salome Kaile Okain, who's a registered dietitian, a GAN member, and CEO of Diet Right Clinic Consult. You are welcome.
Hi, thank you.
All right, so let's get into the conversation. From farm to fork, just like the name implies. What does it mean?
So, thank you. You look good, actually.
Thank you.
Great. So, normally, food safety they are the systems we put in place, okay, to make sure that food is wholesome to eat, is safe for consumption. Now, when we say farm to fork, I like us to think about it like this, like we're in a race, a relay race, where at each point in time, we are passing on a baton. Okay, so right from the farmer, things need to go on well so that we are sure that where our produce is coming from is safe. Down to you, the consumer, even to the regulator. Okay, so from farm to fork, let me take a farmer, for example. Before a farmer gets a land, he needs to go sightseeing to make sure that this land was not a dump site. This land was not used for illegal mining. This land is safe or has gone through, have crop rotation, your integrated science period, crop rotation, the fallow period has gone through all that before you even go for the land.
To get the right nutrients from
exactly.
the soil.
Now, right from there, the farmer also has to make sure that irrigation is right. You now see people using gutter waters to water their plants. You now see people doing all sorts of like sewage water to water their but instead they should have had an irrigation system where everything would have gone through processing, right testing. So now from there
to get clean water.
Yes. So it's a food chain. The farmer before harvesting will now do pesticide control and all that. Now harvest and go into the storage. In the storage, how is the farmer storing the food?
Another question there.
Yes. Then from that side, we move to the people transporting the food to the market. How is the truck even looking like in the first place? So when I say it's a relay race, you understand? How are we even putting the stuff inside the truck? Are the produce having bruises? We don't consider that. Now from there, we move to the market. The market women, how do they receive it? How do they put it on their shelves? Is it on the floor? Is it in a shelf? Now from there, we are moving on to who buys the product. When I buy the product, you and I. When I buy the product, am I keeping meat in the same bag as raw produce?
You don't do that.
Yes. After that, when I take it home, am I even keeping it in the right temperatures so that microorganisms do not come and harm me? Then, how do I prepare it? What do I do? After that, what are the regulators doing to also make sure that everything is in place? So you see, it's a whole food chain. It's a you and me responsibility. So this year's theme for Nutrition Month, it's food safety, everybody's responsibility.
Right. So talking about everybody's responsibility now, let's go back to the farms, right? Obviously, I wouldn't know how the farmer got his land or what kind of land he got. But one thing I would know is that, yes, these farmers use pesticides. And just in recent times, I think 2 weeks ago, there was a report that some of these vegetables that were actually the vegetables in the market, especially Medina and Agbogbloshie, were tested. Okra and cabbages especially were tested, and realized that there's been an overdose of some pesticides.
Okay.
And how does this affect our body? Because obviously the dietitian, you are telling us, eat your veggies.
Yeah.
Eat your greens.
Yeah, and I'll always
eat your
tell you that.
this, eat your greens. You have a plate, let the greens be more
Yeah.
and your veggies be more.
Yeah.
And I'm going to buy these veggies and everything. Now, how do we control this and how does this affect us?
Okay.
If we continue eating these sort of vegetables, because you and the doctors have told us to eat our vegetables.
All right. So, first off, the vegetables are good. And to the report that came out, GSA, which is Ghana Standard Authority, came out and said there is no backing claim yet. Okay. Even though we know that because of the ways we do our things, let's say, so a farmer, we ask for the farmer, good. So now, the farmer has to use good agricultural practices on the farm. Okay. Now, good agricultural practices, we are looking at the sewage, the good irrigation system, the lands. We do not know how they got their lands. We do not know
definitely we don't know
whatever.
that.
Great. So now when you buy your produce, we need to make sure that we are buying from trusted sources. Okay. How does it affect us? You come to the hospitals, right? And now you see that we have very young people having organ issues, especially kidney issues. And they are not just like from mere things we do. They are from probably how our foods have
been handled.
Yes, have been handled. And how we have a lot of heavy metals into our foods. Okay. So best thing, you don't say because heavy metals, they say there are heavy metals in our produce, we are not going to buy those produce anymore. The best thing you can do is wash properly. At least wash the produce properly, cook properly, handle them properly, and then I think you are good
from the beginning.
Under running water. So you see, when I have a bowl, I have washed first thing. Some people just wash once, which is wrong because then your pesticide, yes, you
still
know,
remain inside.
Exactly, the pesticides are still, the residues are still on it. Why? Because first of all, farmers do not respect the pre-harvest interval.
Yes.
So that's like a mandatory time frame that you have to wait. So let's say I have sprayed pesticide on my produce maybe on Monday. I shouldn't harvest it right on Monday or Tuesday and take it to the market, because then you would buy it and take the residue inside of you.
Wow.
Okay. So there's that interval that they're supposed to respect. When they respect that interval, then when food comes to you,
there wouldn't be a problem.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But here they are under pressure because we don't have
to produce
more, and they end up doing the whole. I put pesticide on it today, tomorrow. Banana, and not to. I'm going to really go straight to banana.
Yeah, even banana.
People use carbamide.
Yeah.
To hasten
the ripening process.
Yes.
Yeah.
But ideally, it shouldn't be like that.
Do they put it inside? How does it work, guys?
They put it in so let's say there's a whole basket. They put a banana, put the batteries, carbamide, cover it up.
There are some, I've done a report on that before. So there are some, they dissolve it in water.
Yeah.
And then they dip the fruit in it. And then keep it in hot temperature. After that, sometimes they even put it in a sack.
Yeah.
And then cover it with a lot of cloth to hasten. So within a day or two, then it's wrapped.
Exactly. Aside that, we have quite recently also heard about people use daddy saying, we don't want, because it's not shiny, people want to try to get it shiny. They use lead to get it shiny. And all these things leach into our foods. And when they leach into our foods, gradually, our food chain is coming toxic.
Yeah.
Gradually, we are getting there. And it wouldn't surprise me if a 2-year-old would be reported having hypertension. Or a kidney. I mean, we have them. People have end stage, and you can't even tell how or where it's coming from. So I think these things are affecting us gradually and slowly.
So what should we do?
What should we do? It's our responsibility. So now education is there. So you realize that the regulators are now also coming in. Social media is a powerful tool. And I'll not even dispute that. See how Bastard Boys recently went to
Tema.
Yeah. See the fishing harbors and all that. See how an FDA came out to now go and look at the places. So it's your responsibility. If you see something wrong, bring it out there.
Whistleblowers.
Yes, bring it out there. Let the regulators also hear. They can't do the work on their own. Do you understand? So once you hear something or you see something, put it out there. I saw a report the last time on how FDA, the surveillance team went to the people that produce water.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
you saw that.
Yeah, the water.
And how the place was all it was looking bad. There's no food safety rule, there are no food safety regulations. And I'm so glad they caught them, because can you imagine somebody buying pure water on the roadside, thinking I'm buying safe water, and at the end of the day, consuming something that's not safe? It doesn't help us at all. So what we are supposed to do is be whistleblowers, as he said, and also make sure that we are following the WHO safe rules.
So what are the rules?
One, cleanliness. Be clean. Wash your hands thoroughly. The surfaces we are using to cook, wash them. Make sure you are preventing the whole how do we call it? You are avoiding the whole pests and houseflies and all those things around. Cover your foods well. Now, when you move from cleaning, we are supposed to cook the things, or let me say, separate your things before you even cook them. So separate raw from cooked.
Yeah, because of cross-contamination.
Great, you're a good student. Cross-contamination. What is cross-contamination? Since you've mentioned it, having your harmful bacteria transferring onto others. So we have chemical hazards, we have biological hazards, we have physical hazards, and allergens. Chemical hazards are the toxins, the heavy metals and all those things. Biological, we have E. coli, salmonella.
Yeah. So salmonella can actually go on veggies, right?
Yeah.
That's if you use the same chopping board.
You are a good student. I love you this morning. I can literally give you my job today. Yes. So the chopping boards, and so like we've gone to, let's say I've chopped tilapia. Then I need to cut veggies for my husband.
Yeah.
I won't even watch the thing. Then I move on to, I'm transferring any bacteria from the
tilapia to the vegetable.
And those are ready to eat meals. Like I'm making a salad, it's ready to eat. I don't know that day, what are you doing? Yes. And then you will just find out when you are sick. The effect wouldn't happen immediately. It's when you fall sick. Okay. So you need to avoid or prevent cross-contamination by separating raw
meals,
from cooked. And even in the raw, there are different things. Poultry, meat from your vegetables. Okay, so that is the other thing. The next thing is to cook thoroughly. Cook in the right temperatures. In Ghana, we don't use thermometer. Ideally, when you are cooking, you have a thermometer. And check the internal temperatures of the food. It's here above 60. Every meal and what the internal temperatures have to be. Let's say I'm cooking rice. It has to be around 83 degrees Celsius. Let's say I'm cooking chicken. It has to be above 60, 70. We have danger zones. Okay, so your food should be in the right temperature so that they are not in those danger zones. It means that also if you cook and you do not leave your food there more than 2 hours after cooking without refrigerating. Because microbes are like, they are like, I'm looking for a very nice example to give. They just attach to you so quickly. They rapidly increase. So once the temperatures are reducing, microbes are growing. That is how it is. So
is that why we advise to eat hot food?
Yeah, because microbes grow anyway, and they can harm you anyhow. So we don't do autopsy. We don't do autopsy and things to see what kind killed. But if we did, we would have seen that the kind of bacteria that is killing somebody is why they are dying. We wouldn't always blame the house witches.
Wow. So what points along the food value chain are we losing ground the most in ensuring food safety?
What point?
Yes.
Currently, I'll say our market. Currently.
The way they handle it.
Yes. You would see somebody selling cabbage and it's on the floor.
It's always on the floor.
Yes.
Agbogbleshi. It's on the floor.
And you see waste close to it.
It's always on the floor.
It's always on the floor.
In fact, sometimes they even spread the sack on the gutters, in the drains, and that's where the
currently is at the markets, because whatever the farmer does, at every point, there can be a problem. But the market is where it actually is.
It ends.
Yes, it doesn't end. It ends with us.
Oh yeah.
Yes, but the market is where it's like we keep for long. That's where normally the things are there for long. So that is where we are faltering. So what we have to do, educate them more. Ideally, and before you sell something, you should have an FDA permit. Ideally.
Even with the market.
Oh yes, ideally you should, and you should be in a good place. When you go to Cape Coast, the Kochakara market, you would see that there's a place for the market women to sell. But where do they want to sell? Outside.
They want to get closer to the customer.
Outside, where do you even get to put your stuff? Nowhere. So it has to be on the floor. And that is like really heartbreaking. And over there, they also want to appeal. They want to get you to buy the product. So what do they do to get you? Like they now put in artificial like things all over it, so that you are attracted to it.
Make it shine.
Make it shine for you. Don't be looking for shine. Shiny is not what we are looking for. And the irony of the thing is that you can have fresh produce and it will not be safe. So don't think that even when I go to the malls and I'm buying products, it's even because it's fresh, it's safe. Why? If the malls, because heavy metals, you wouldn't see them with your eyes.
Actually, yes, you wouldn't.
I can wash off the residues of pesticide because I've washed it thoroughly. But if heavy metal is in my food, how will I see? And even cooking doesn't really do much about heavy metals.
Even with all the heat,
it really doesn't do much.
Wow.
That's why we have to. Everybody is responsible, from the farmer to the regulators. If we are all doing the right thing, we wouldn't have a problem.
So how is GAND working with the rest of the stakeholders to make sure that things are done right?
Great. So GAND, actually, we are doing education. We've had a nutrition month. We are doing education. We are also liaising with the regulators, FDA, GSA, and all.
And how is that going, working with them?
Gradually. You see, now we are even seeing things come out in the news, even though it's not GAND, but at least because of education, now people are out there and like they're spreading the word. Okay. The best we can do as dietitians and nutritionists is that once a patient comes in front of us, we educate. We make sure that these patients have the right knowledge. Buy from your trusted vendors. And if you are, I would love to say, because we buy from catering services. Okay. If you're a catering facility, make sure that anywhere you buy your produce has at least a heavy metal test or a pesticide test. Let them bring you those results they have before you buy the produce from them. Make sure that those heavy metal, those tests.
But are any of them doing the testing?
Yes, if you go to some of the catering facilities, I worked in some before. Yes, before, because you do like GSA audits, that's Ghana Standard Authority audits. When they come, they make sure that you have those documents. So you have to find out from the people. Documentation is key everywhere. But if Ghanaians could succumb or hang on to the idea of documentation, we could have easily traced if there's a foodborne illness. Let's say you are a farmer or you are a fishmonger or something, and you have bought your produce from farmer A. If anything happens later on and we know it's from your side, we can trace to farmer A and say, okay, farmer A, put a halt on this.
Yeah, there's something wrong with your problem. Yeah.
Yes, so traceability is very important in food safety.
Well, that's a problem when it comes to our street vendors and all that. How do we also get them along? Because we cannot only say we are focusing on the catering services. There are a lot of people who do not even get their food from there. So how do we carry them along as we journey this?
So carrying them along it won't be simple. It will be easy, because starting something is not easy. Gradually pick up. Let's say I go to the market. Let's just do a test drive with them. Let's see how they respond to it. Gradually they respond to us. Those circumstances, like education is key. It's not everything not governmental. The way we always say government, are buying. Everything is not buying. If let's say you go to the market and you tell the market woman, oh, do you know that if you had an FDA permit, do you know it would have pushed your business? You have gone far. That one, also, do you understand? So, like, I'll just fall on to education. I'll fall on education. If we are not educating, how are we getting them to know? If there's no awareness, how are we getting them to know? Like the takeaway packs. Now people,
styrofoams.
Styrofoams. People now know that, hey, when you put hot food into it, now that toxins come into your food, and now you see it's as simple as putting the thing out there, the noise. Okay, because we are making noise, now people know that, oh, it's not good, and now there's what's even the ban. But imagine if there was no noise and you tell me that I'm banning the thing without even explaining it to me. At the end of the day, I don't get it. I also use it. Right. So we have to make enough noise. We have to. It's so alarming. We have to make it very precious to us, because even if you are rich, you will still get the effect of having those heavy metals and other things in your food.
Right. Now, so now you talked about food storage from the market side.
Okay.
Now, because all these things end up at ours, we are the final destination. What's the right way for us to store food?
The right way for us to store food. So, once you come from the market, right? So, is it from the market or like
everywhere? Once
you've bought your food, okay. Market women, first off, have to have like the right storage for them. So it means that don't even put things on, like, let's say I have carrots, I'm overpiling my carrots. When vegetables have bruises, it opens way for microbes to enter.
Oh wow, they're like our skin.
I'm telling you. Yes, I'm telling you. They have those bruises, and so when you get a fresh carrot head, you see a little scratch in there. You actually hurt it.
Because they also wash
it. It's even wrong.
Yeah.
It's wrong. It's bad. Because once you do that, you are hurting them.
Oh.
And they also have their mechanism.
Right.
You see, let me give you something like yam. When you cut yam, you see the hard surface. It's their protective mechanism. So they all have their protective, like they are just like we. They just don't talk. But they are just like us. And we do not need to inflict pain on them, because once you do that, you're inflicting pain on yourself. Because when you take the produce, you've gotten the microbes organisms in you. And at every point, bacteria doesn't die at every point. Even at hot, some microbes will still be there even when you overcook it. It's worrying, eh?
Very, very worrying.
Yes. So you just need to store the things well. Meat. Meat has to be in a cold chain. So that abochi that is there, that has left the meat there like that, the amount of bacteria and E. coli we are putting out there, it's serious. So please,
it has to be frozen.
Yeah, it has to be frozen. It has to be within negative 80 degrees Celsius. That's the right thing.
That's why you see supermarkets actually put them in like an open freezer for you to choose what you want.
Yes,
and that's the right way it should be stored.
Yes, it has to be that's the right way to be stored. So it means even in transportation, it has to be transported in a frozen, a cold chain.
Wow.
But we don't do that we don't. Because if you buy meat from the abattoir, they actually do that. But Kobrani, how you
in fact, the meat is even displayed in open.
Yes.
It's not freezed.
Yes. And you see, and people think fresh meat is actually red, very red. Oh no.
No, it's not very red.
It's not very red. But because we are ignorant, when we go we won't look for red meat.
Yeah.
But fresh meat is not red meat.
Interesting.
So storage and the temperatures are right for storage. So that's what I'm getting back to. I'm ending with the storage. The temperatures is the right thing for storage. So I wouldn't store something that needs to be in a cold chain in a hot temperature. Simple as that. I wouldn't store something that has to be in a room temperature in a cold chain, because there's even something called freeze injury to vegetables. Your vegetables now look very
they shrink. Especially beetroot.
Yes,
beetroot in the fridge shrinks.
They're injured.
Yeah,
they're telling you something. Do you understand? So I mean, all these things are things we need to pay attention to. Well,
Right. Yeah. This is actually a very interesting conversation because it seems like we've been doing a lot of things wrong from the source down to even our kitchens and our, store rooms. But then again, if there's one advice that you would give to anyone watching, what would that be, especially at this moment in trying to advise us on, how to do things right?
Yeah. Okay. So one main advice is it is your responsibility, it's my responsibility to make sure our food is safe. So please make sure you are getting your produce from trusted farmers. Make sure you're getting your produce from good places. And don't panic. We can do this all together on our own. It's a relay race. I pass the baton, you pick it up, you move on to the next person. Let's be open to education because it will help us going forward. Yeah.
Wow, very educative conversation there. Thank you very much, Sarah Salome Kylie. Okine, she's a registered. Yes, okay. She is a registered grant member and also CEO of Ditrites Clinical Consult. Thank you very much. She's been taking us through some food safety precautions from the farm to the fork. And taking us through the food value chain, some of the safety precautions that we need to take and all that. This is Breakfast Daily on Channel 1 Television. We're going for a quick break. When we come back, the show continues.
Were you at the 2026 edition of the Back to Your Village Food Festival? If not, then join us in reliving the entire festival through the Back to Your Village Food Festival playbacks, from the food to the music and to the cultural displays. We will take you back to your village, be it a Kan, in the south or in the northern parts of Ghana. Experience it all over again with us this August by catching all the playbacks right here on Channel 1 TV. And if you missed the announcement the last time, make sure you look sharp next time. The Back to Your Village Food Festival was sponsored by Everpac, Trillium Ghana Limited, GB Foods, Didi Shito, National Petroleum Authority, EcoBank, and CBL Munchie.
The Friday is set.
Let's get into the world of sports like never before. Join us every Friday at 7 p.m. on 97.3 City FM for Sports Panorama, your ultimate destination for all things sports. From the thrill of association football to the excitement of basketball, tennis, athletics, and even emerging sports, we cover it all. Whether it's the Premier League or the latest NBA showdown, we bring you the stories behind the stars.
If you are going to be given this kind of treatment, then you need to be that guy. When I look at him play, he is not it.
And don't miss the prayer of the rabbi. We're not just about the games, we're about the community.
Kaleda, you two guys, we love you all, yeah. You guys be hard guys, because see, before we go sign in, we had almost
this is your song.
More than 200.
Or when it's time for Don't Call Me.
It's Don't Call Me time.
Tune in every Friday at 7 p.m. only on 97.3 City FM. Sports Panorama, where sports come alive. Sports Panorama, your weekly sports fix. Don't miss out on the action. Sports Panorama. Catch the excitement every Friday.
Welcome back, guys. It's still Breakfast Daily right here on Channel One TV, and now we're about to have a conversation on fashion. To all my fashion girlies and boys, come forward. About to have this conversation. This conversation is for you and all the literature lovers. This conversation is also for you. So if you know you're into literature, come forward. Now, we have Irabna Ajiman, who's a delegate of Africa Fashion Week London, Emma Ofosua Donko, creative director, All African Women Poetry Festival, and Momentum Literature delegate, and Andrew Enchia, Mensa, Arts and Culture Project Manager at British Council. You are all welcome.
Thank you.
All right, so let's get into the conversation of today. We're going to be talking about Africa Fashion Week London and Momentum Literature Program 2026. Irabna, it's nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
You know, I used to see you in places.
Corners.
Corners. And apart from being a delegate of the Africa Fashion Week London, you're also like a creative director of your own brand. That's the Made in Ghana?
Wear Ghana.
Wear Ghana, sorry.
And Republic of Africa.
Wear Ghana and Republic of Africa.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm sure you made this. Obviously, when I look at the material,
Absolutely.
I can always tell that it's you.
Yes.
It's easy to know your
Our
product.
signature, yeah.
Yeah. So now, tell us about the Africa Fashion Week London.
So good morning to your wonderful viewers. The Africa Fashion Week London is the biggest and longest running showcase for African fashion globally. So it's a really big stage that we've been invited to participate in. This year is the biggest.
Yeah.
It's been running for 16 years, and this year there's going to be like a whole lot of people who move the global fashion industry present. It's happening in London from the 17th to the 23rd of August.
Right.
Republic of Africa. So of our two brands, it's Republic of Africa that's participating in the Africa Fashion Week.
Not Wear Ghana.
Not Wear Ghana. But of course, we are sister brands.
Why? Tell us why.
Well, so you want me to tell you the story of Wear Ghana and Republic of Africa? So Wear Ghana was started 12 years ago, and our mandate was what our name said, Wear Ghana. It was a call to action for Ghana to start wearing locally produced clothing. And 10 years down the line, our Gigi collection, which is our flagship collection, has become such a staple. You walk into the airport and people are asking you, when a company and I say different people, right? But we are Pan-Africanists. And so Wear Ghana for us was phase one, always was phase one. Phase two was to take what we've done with Wear Ghana to the rest of the continent and the global Black diaspora. And with Republic of Africa, the aesthetic is quite different. Because with Wear Ghana, we are very centered on smart casuals, corporate stuff like that.
And the patterns.
Exactly. Yeah. So for Republic of Africa, it's premium, it's a bit of a boom. It's a thing that so that was the brand that was better placed to be put on the runway.
I get it.
But our showcase, so the Republic of Africa showcase, we are on the runway Saturday 22nd at 4 p.m.
Right. And what are you looking out for when it comes to other designers? What are you looking out for to learn from them? Are you going just to showcase, or you're also looking out for collaborations and inspiration and all that? Because obviously when you go to fashion weeks, it's not just about you showcasing, but it's also about learning and also collaborating and networking. So what are you looking out for? Or who are you also looking out to see? I've been following you for a long time. I need to talk to you. I love your work and we need to work together.
So like you rightly said, it's not just the visibility. The AFWL offers huge visibility, but it's a commercial opportunity.
Right.
We've participated in other fashion shows where it's the showcase.
Yes.
But for the AFW, there are real buyers who will be there.
Yeah.
There are buyers, there are distributors.
What are you saying? When you say real buyers,
No.
does that mean we don't
For
have real
people,
buyers?
no. In the fashion world, when we say buyers, we are talking about the people who buy for the retail chains.
All right.
So that's what I'm talking about. Is the people who buy in bulk.
Yeah.
And you get one of those opportunities, and it could be 100,000 orders for the next season.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying the real buyers. So it's buyers, it's distribution, it's press, it's investors. So it's the full ecosystem. And because this has been running for 16 years, the people who show up are actually invested in African fashion.
Yeah.
So we are attending. Yes, the visibility is great, but it's how do we convert this opportunity into something sustainable, not only for us, but for the rest of the designers here in Ghana and across the continent.
Wow, that's interesting. So Emma, let's come to you, Creative Director of All African Women Poetry Festival, Momentum Literature Delegate. Now tell us about the Momentum Literature Program.
Right. So I think it would help to state that the Momentum program is organized by British Council, and British Council in Scotland is hosting the festival, and it's a delegate-only festival that has been running for, I think, a couple of years now, and it's one of the biggest in the United Kingdom, in Scotland. And so you have a lot of publishers, a lot of writers, and I'm sure Andrew will be able to shed a lot more light on the goal for the Momentum. But our participation in Momentum this year as the All African Women Poetry Festival speaks to our work over the last 4 years and how we have built a platform that platforms between 6 to 10 African women writers from all over the continent and the diaspora. And we host them here in Ghana for a period of a week-long residency styled literary festival. And so the work in giving voices or amplifying the voices of storytellers on the continent and bringing to light the work of writers has been what has caught the attention and has gotten us into the room. And so it's pretty much an opportunity to create a much more bigger platform than we have done in the last 5 years in Ghana, to be able to scale that platform up and have more voices.
So with the residency style program that you actually put together here in Ghana, how does it actually inspire the young, ones joining the literature industry?
I think the conversation around literature in our part of the world has always been platforms, opportunities to showcase our work, but also capacity building opportunities, because it's not enough to just be skilled as being able to write. And so what this All African Women Poetry Festival platform has done is serve as a springboard for many young writers in the space. And so we have people who have come for the festival, and on the back of that have gotten a little bit more boost in their confidence, have gotten a network of writers who have inputted in their craft and on their journey, and now they are on much bigger platforms, earning much more, because what this opportunity also does is adding value to you as a writer and to your path, the career path that you put yourself on, if you choose to do this fully. And so I think we've done a good job at being the springboard, at being the space that nurtures the craft and pays particular attention to making sure we're not just putting out people who are not well equipped to carry the responsibility of being storyteller, of walking that path as a career path. And I think that has been super helpful to them.
So of recent times, we've clearly seen that there's been a celebration of African writers, and not just from their book, especially these are women, but also because these books have actually been translated into movies, series. We've seen The Polygamist by Sue of Zimbabwe, and now we've also seen Children of Blood and Bones, by the Nigerian American, I think Tola, a Nigerian American writer. Now, how does this make you feel to see that these books are being translated into, our stories are being now told by movies, and big platforms want to take them? There's Netflix, there's Paramount, everybody's dragging our stories right now. How does it make you feel?
Excited. I think it adds more depth and weight, and so we can no longer just say we're being delusional without seeing where that delusion is ending. So this is saying the writing craft is is a solitary path. And so for you to be able to put out work in the hopes that it catches up with people, and then finally it's adapted into movie, it's endless possibilities. It's speaking to the economic opportunities available even for writers. And so if you put in the work and hone your craft well enough, then you know that you're on the path to getting publishing deals, to being able to have adaptations into film, to converting into docuseries and other formats that have bigger economic opportunities for you. So it's endless opportunities. It's clear pathways being paved. It's speaking to the fact that the work will pay off, and you have a blueprint of what that looks like when it does pay off.
So you're going to Scotland.
Yes,
right. And what are you looking out for there?
I'm looking to connect with as many publishers in the space, as many cultural curators in the space, thinking about how we can have cross country programming, how to bring back opportunities here and still build much more capacity for our people. I'm looking for that international, because again, all these things, adaptation into film and all that, are possible when you tap into a much bigger network of people who are well placed to make those things happen. So I'm looking forward to the opportunity to connect with many people in industry and to learn from what it means to sustain a project like this, a platform like this for years, or because people have run it for 20 plus years, 30 plus years, and are still going. So how have they done it? To go learn and see how to come better our ecosystem right here in Ghana.
All right. So Andrea, I'm coming to you. I've dealt with the ladies. Now I'm coming to you. Now, how do you feel? I mean, like the British Council, how important is it for the British Council to be a bridge, for all these beautiful programs, right? And choosing the people who represent Ghana?
Yeah, thank you very much. So, just a little bit of a context. British Council, over the years, have been known predominantly probably doing things in, say, exam writing.
Yeah.
But we have been doing a lot in the space when it comes to projects like arts and culture, higher education, even TVET education. But let me zoom into the arts and culture. So over the years, we've been like connectors. We are the cultural arm of the British government, where we support the connection between Ghana and the UK, building these bridges and connections for our creatives. So for us, it's something that we've been doing in a while, but this time we want to really bring it out there. And there have been a lot of success stories within the arts and culture space where we have supported not just these two, but others who are making impact or coming back to contribute their quota in various art forms. So you could have fashion, visual art, literature, music,
even film
and film.
Yes. I know you guys
because
do a lot
in
of
film in the past we've done creative enterprise support program, which looks at the business side of creatives. So it's not just you having an idea, but how do you tap into the business acumen and contribute to the creative economy? So all these that we are doing is more of how creatives will contribute to the creative economy. And so there are programs and training and opportunities that connect creatives, like Momentum, connecting UK to Ghana. If I go back to the impact stories, we've had the first Momentum delegate was Dr. Martin Ebleobe, who is the director for the Writers Project of Ghana and organizer of Peja Literary Festival that happens every other year. So back in 2023, he was the delegate from Ghana to attend the Momentum Festival. And the impact after that is that we've had a lot of connections with the UK who come in every other year. And this year, as part of that connection and that opportunity, they'll be working with Bradford City of Culture. They will be having a workshop for writers that adds to the point that after you've gone, what do you give back to other creatives? How do you give back to the ecosystem? So these are the things that we are doing, or we've done in at British Council, seeing that a lot more creative are given those opportunities. Our target group predominantly are between the ages of 18 and 35 because we see a huge pool, talent, and benefits to them when we give them this opportunity. So British Council, I would say, have been there supporting creatives continuously over the years. And this is the time we really want to showcase and say that, look, these are the people we've been supporting, or these are the people who are going and want you to look out for them, so that when they come back, what are they also going to do?
Right.
Of course, we also have an alumni network, or those that we have worked with in the past that I've mentioned, whom we constantly engage with to support the creative space. So this and many things is what the British Council is doing.
All right. So what should we look out for in the future when it comes to the British Council?
Yes, looking forward into the future, we continuously want to be connectors. We want to give as much opportunity to young creatives, bridge between Ghana and the UK, and we want them to also give back the experiences that they have gained. And so for us, it's about giving opportunities. It's about building our creative network so that they can be contributors to the creative economy, so that they see their creative roles as contributing to the bigger picture in Ghana, so that you see it more as a business, as an opportunity to be part of the whole ecosystem where you're supporting Ghana grow and putting Ghana on the limelight. So for us at British Council, this is what we want to see.
All right, that's good. So Area Brown, any final words? What would you want Ghanaians to expect from you? And especially, I know there are people who watch us on DSTV. I'm sure are people that will also be attending. What should they look out for when it comes to your brand?
The Republic of Africa Showcase it's a story we are there to tell. We are very socially conscious as a brand. And last year we launched a Galamsey collection as a way of protesting against environmental degradation. We are building on that collection and our debut collection, Maya, for this showcase.
All right.
So the story we are telling is we are showing through fashion where we are and what will happen if we reset the glorious future. So you will see clothing that shows the degradation, but at the end of the story, what the future could look like. And it will be one that you cannot afford to miss. So if you will be in London on the 22nd of August, please go on the AFWL website and buy your tickets for 4 p.m. That's when we are showcasing. But the final thing I would like to say is thank you to everyone who has made this possible. I cannot mention all the names, so I will not try. But Emma and I both, we sit here because people came before us, did the work. People saw that work and have contributed in diverse ways to make this possible. And we are really committed to paying this forward.
All right. So Emma, what's your final words when it comes to the Momentum Literature?
Yeah. Again, I think it's gratitude. So a big thank you to everyone who has made it happen. I mean, Momentum is delegate based, so that's a much more closed event, which is happening from the 16th to the 22nd of August. However, it's just the support from our Ghanaian community and our African and diaspora community that has made this possible. And so if anybody is following the festival's journey, it is go out there, support the pages, let's see growth, so that if we are bidding for much bigger projects and collaborations, we know that, or people are able to attest to the fact that we have the numbers to back what we're saying. So go to our pages at AAWP Festival on Instagram, on WhatsApp now has a username. So on WhatsApp too, you can definitely find us at AAWP Festival. On YouTube, go binge on our podcast, let people know that the work we're doing is relevant, it matters, and you are much more interested. And I look forward to coming back with the connections and the partnerships that support our ecosystem's growth and leverage those networks for bigger opportunities for our home here. And a big thank you to everybody who has in one way or the other listened to a rant, sent a word of advice, opened up an opportunity, recommended me for a stage, even said someone should hear my poetry. And because of that, these platforms thrive, and those who have put money to make sure it happens, because literature is expensive to carry. So thank you to all our sponsors over the years, and thank you to Channel One for letting us have this conversation, which is very much important and to be heard. So.
All right. Thank you so much, ladies. It's been an interesting conversation. So it's all about the Africa Fashion Week London. London. And if you are going to be in London, please buy your ticket and attend the show so you can actually support Erebna and her brand, because she has a beautiful story to tell with the clothes that you are going to be seeing. And also to Emma, we want to say good luck. Good luck. More grace to you, and more grace to also Erebna. And I really can't wait to see the pictures, obviously, because I'm getting here working. So I can't wait to see all the pictures, and I can't wait to see all the knowledge that you are going to get there and also come here and impact the younger ones. So ladies and gentlemen, we've been speaking to Erebna Agyemang, Africa Fashion Week London delegate. She's going to be there, so go and support. Emma Ofosu-Adonkor, creative director of All African Women Poetry Festival, who is going to be attending the Momentum Literature event too at Scotland. And also Andrew Ensura Mensah, Arts and Culture Project Manager at the British Council, and they are making this possible for these ladies, and you know, also holding their hands to say, okay, you know what, we're pushing you out there for the world to see you. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you too for having us.
Now let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be back with more.
Looking for everything made in Ghana, all in one place? Then get ready. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2026 is here. A bold celebration of Ghanaian creativity, innovation, and excellence. From rich traditional crafts to modern cutting-edge solutions, experience the very best of Ghanaian products and services. Explore excellence across key sectors including automobile, agriculture, education, health, hospitality, fashion, technology, food and beverages, creative arts, beauty, retail, and more. This is the biggest Made in Ghana fair, bringing together SMEs, startups, manufacturers, local creatives, indigenous corporate bodies, entrepreneurs, and innovative businesses all under one roof. Discover brands redefining quality, connect with industry leaders and innovators, experience the energy of Ghanaian enterprise and creativity. The date is 29th and 30th of August 2026. The time is 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily. Venue, the A4 Sutherlands Children's Park. Call 0205-973-973 or 0558-973-973 to register. Come explore, come connect, come be inspired. Discover the brands redefining Made in Ghana and experience the future of Ghanaian excellence. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2026 is powered by Channel One TV with support from City FM, and it's proudly sponsored by EcoBank and MTN. This is Ghana Exhibition 2026, celebrating Ghana, showcasing excellence.
This Sunday, we continue our conversation with Samuel Koku Anyidaho on the Upside Down Show for a candid conversation featuring the Mills Institute.
In fact, when he passed, a lot of propaganda that I took him in my vehicle.
Yeah.
We didn't treat him well. We took him to a children's ward.
Maternity ward.
All the story is
in the bucket of a pickup. Some say he was in a taxi and all that.
So,
but what took him to the hospital?
Oh, an ambulance. Oh, yes. An ambulance.
Okay.
So then when I did the Tamils Institute, then after a while it became an issue.
Mm-hmm.
As if to say, why using the family name?
Yeah.
And so 2 years ago, you get tired of certain things.
Yeah. Who was the president, the late president?
He had a great sense of humor. He had a great sense of humor.
Oh. Is it true that, every morning when President Mills came to the office, you go around, obviously, and you say, in the Mechawa? No, but I'm sure you heard that.
Of course.
Yeah. They say we asked now to mean Chief one way. We were not there, but we had all these things,
Nothing scripted, very raw, hearty conversations. And to serenade us is the Top Strings Band.
Hear me up,
Join us at 7 p.m. prompt this Sunday only on Channel 1 TV.
The Community Tracker is a parliamentary accountability project, a collaborative initiative between Channel 1 TV and the African Center for Parliamentary Affairs. Serving as an evidence-based project, Community Tracker documents and assesses development projects across constituencies in Ghana. The initiative includes the development of an attractive database map that identifies and tracks infrastructure projects, making information publicly available and promoting greater accountability. The program empowers communities to identify their priority development needs, monitor project implementations, and hold duty bearers accountable for the delivery of public services. It provides visibility for members of parliament who are delivering tangible development outcomes in their constituencies. Through the tracking and documentation of constituency-level projects, the program seeks to strengthen accountability in public infrastructure delivery while giving communities a meaningful voice in evaluating the impact of development interventions. The Community Tracker premieres on Channel 1 TV on Monday, 3rd August. Catch it every Monday at 7:30 p.m. with repeat broadcast on Tuesdays at 11 a.m. and on Saturdays at 5 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV.
Thank you very much for staying with us. This is Breakfast Daily. Earlier, that was a beautiful conversation, interesting both in fashion and literature that Chris had with Rabina and Emma there. Now, let's go into some promos, right? Reminders on the show. Before we bring you the next part of it, today is going to be interesting. We open our phone lines for you to, it's an interactive show, as always, to tell us what you're experiencing about one issue. I'll bring you that shortly. But we'd like to remind you that the Auto Sale and Expo is coming up. Auto Sale and Expo is coming up. So if you're looking for your next ride, or if you're marking to get, something exciting, then make your way to the Auto Sale and Expo. It is going to be very interesting at the Zondatech showroom located at Jolo on 13th and 14th of August this month. Yes, 13th and 14th of August next month. Today, the month is July is done. So yes, start marking your calendars. Start marking your calendars because 13th and 14th of August is going to be very interesting. 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily. There will be a wide variety of vehicles that will suit every lifestyle of yours and also every road that you have. You don't have to worry about that. You can get the opportunity to test drive, and stakeholders will be there. Some education, even the type of car you want, everything you need to know about cars. Make your way to the Jolo Zondatech showroom located at Jolo. This is brought to you by Channel 1 Television and Zondatech Ghana Limited. For more information on that, you can reach us on 0205 973 973 0205 973 973 or 0501 772 222 0501 772 222. It's going to run from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily, and it's starting on 13th and 14th of August.
All right, and after that, we have one of the biggest exhibition ever, and it's the This is Ghana exhibition. I love this exhibition so much because it actually gives opportunities to local SME startups, homegrown businesses, innovations, and indigenous corporate bodies to showcase to the world what they actually have as services, products, or innovation. So if you missed the Northern Business Fair, I would say this is the biggest opportunity for you to showcase what you have. It's happening on the 29th and the 30th of August 2026 at the Efua Sutherland Children's Park from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day. I love this exhibition so much because it's like one of the biggest market. You get to experience different industries in one spot. You get to see the automobile industry, you get to experience the manufacturing industry, the packaged food industry, fashion, packaged drinks, even schools, and even the arts and creative sector. Everyone is present. Did I forget agriculture? You also get to experience the agribusiness and tech industry all in one. As you can see, banks are also going to be repping wide. So if you have any of your businesses, your services or products that you think you need to show out there to the world, this is for you. I keep saying to the world because, you know, it's not only Ghanaians that get to watch this channel, but everyone across Africa and even around the world because of the streaming services. So we'll definitely be streaming on social media and also showing on TV. So do well to be part of it. How can you be part of it? Call the number 0205 973 973. 0205 973 973 or 0558 973 973, and you can get all the informations that you need to know to be part of this big exhibition, which is the This is Ghana exhibition. And entry is free. In case you're wondering, hey, do I really need to pay? I don't have a business, but I want to be part of it. I want to come and experience. I want to buy something. Entry is free. So do well to attend on the 29th and the 30th of August. I want to say a very big thank you to our sponsors, MTN and Echo Bank. Remember that this is brought to you by Channel One TV and City 97.3 FM. If you lose, you will snooze. So you don't want to snooze at all. So be part of this year's This is Ghana exhibition.
All right, so that's for you for the reminders for today. Now let's turn our attention to one phenomenon that every Ghanaian, you know, one or the other might have experienced it before, and that has to do with the rejection of peswa. Peswa is, you know, the coin. Lately, trotro meat, vendors, retailers, you go to buy things, and if you happen to have coins as part of the money, mostly they reject it, especially the 10 pesos, 5 pesos, 20 pesos, sometimes even 50 pesos.
50 pesos?
Sometimes, yeah, depending on the amount that it is. Beginning somewhere this month, the Bank of Ghana issued a statement warning that the coins are still legal tender for making purchase and all that. And they're going to collaborate with the Ghana Police Service to arrest and prosecute whoever that rejects it. So we hit the street to engage people to gather their views on and also the experiences on some of these things. And here's what they had to say.
I don't know why they don't take coins. It's unacceptable. It's a legal tender. In Ghana, we spend notes and coins all. So if they don't take, I don't know why they don't do that. Have you heard of it? Oh yeah, I've been hearing of it. Can you tell us about it? Some of them, they don't receive them because they say it's a bit small. The coins is a bit small. Especially the 20 and then the 50 pesos.
When they give it to another person, that person wouldn't collect that money because they feel the money is not in the system and people are not spending it anymore. That's why you're saying that. Yeah, that's right.
What specific coins do you want?
I think the 20 pesos, the 10 pesos. Yeah. That one, it depends sometimes because of the change, like 1 cedi, so 250 pesos they'll give it to you.
And where have you experienced? Is it church or
Oh, it was church, and then I think water too. Sometimes they do that because they feel they don't have the 10 pesos to give you, so you have to give them a 50 pesos instead of the 20 pesos.
So what do you do in this situation?
Nothing, you just give the person the money they want.
Me man 20 pesos or so one year. And I'm catching and send them to me new coins to be on the money. It's me to me see and I'm come back. Coins and no put me on. Now my man 35 to 3 cities in order. 60 pesos in a man. They say the top yacht and no plans are almost say 20 pesos in the money. 50 the omoje. 10 pesos for the me be a cheaper.
Somebody can buy phone for me, but I give me coins. If you students, so the coins carry come. But like me, I want change the coins. So I should ask you make I go buy food and give them. I they carry the coins, they know they like the coins, then they talk plenty. I give 50 pesos, they want 1 cedi. There's no go take. Don't want cedi, say no go take. 20 pesos there for that. You say 50 pesos, one now plenty. The woman say why? She dey sell Burkina, she say here no. They no go take the money. Oh, you keep small. Even yesterday, somebody can give me coins. I take coins, so I change them. This one where I change, I say they will take by for some students. This one, I change them. This is what I take. So I just don't know why they know they take. They know they like. They don't want to take them. I don't know why.
It's all Muslim, and I find if I go see Fanti, or the one more person on budget, or the one not say, I'm the Cotua de engine, some Monday. I'm Monday. But me a driver, me met in it. Everyone, me met and one of them say Ganaska. And that's what the Betchaman said.
The person just told me they don't use this again. So I have a lot of 20 pesos in my house. Since that day, I don't feel like going out with 20 pesos. So whenever they give me that as a change, I just keep it. So I normally give it to the mates. They accept it. No, not with the 50 pesos. For the 50 pesos they take.
So
20, 10, and then normally when you buy from the junction mall, the malls, and they give you that, you can't reject it, so you take it. But you cannot use it. They won't. I think recently I went to a shop to buy. And because I had that experience that I will not take, I don't go with it. I actually don't go with it. Yeah. But sometimes you could realize that they want to force it on you. They don't want to take. They want to part with it, but then they don't want to take.
They want to get rid of it.
Sure.
Ice cream. So I want the coins 20 pesos in the back. Now I start the mom back. Almost on Monday. I was gonna say Ababa now say we say in Libya. But from some pesos now 1 pesos now business. Who come more na the now? Use Mimichi. But the mom Monday. Mama keep you be so me go bank. It's a man for one for so. Now we go bank na bosa. 1 peso 5 peso, any 10 peso, any 20 pesos. And no problem, 50 pesos any problem. Any problem. And 50 pesos is the money. This is a money now, 50 pesos 1 city. 1 peso, I don't come more, almost the sound. I don't know how to be some people out the mouth. People complain, say 1 peso, a rascal bottom. As a sort of one as a one, I say bottle. At the same time, so almost say, and you're fair. And you're fair. 20 pesos, so say, how much I must say. He said, the money I jump 50 pesos to 1 city, 20 pesos, no, almost give you. Almost so. I mean, people almost 2,000 pesos. Maybe a banker, I cause commercial bank, Fidelity, grab a 2 ice cream movie. 1 year, 20 pesos, man, 20 pesos, me, and 10 pesos, every 50 pesos. Also, let me do good. I'm sorry, John, the uncle. About the uncle. And I'm smart. It means my fight, it means my person. Namedi. So the bank, I'm on toilet for the BJ. It means soon. Accra Central, Omonji. Baoba, Accra Central, toilet for Omonji. Baoba, look away, Omoji. It's only, I don't know how to be put to me, will be a Obeja walk in front of her. Me the man one year, me, my fool. Sana my go to family baby also because on my intro. So man na twemu dia na meka say ene midifo it's all middleman one him so kokko e nti biso mama no fofo
je as pastor say dey mo so mo mpe I didn't say ska omu e mo kan 10% dey e mo na omu bu afukra. And you're the one called for Monday. 50% in the number. 20%, you're the one. A quite 10% back when I put a 20% studio on Monday. Say, a football class, 1 city. No, on the Yassy and the Mama. Oh, yeah,
I gave them Madam 50 pesos coin. Madam said, nah, nowadays the 50 pesos coins they don't collect it again. I was even shocked because I don't know why somebody can say 50 pesos coins or how else we are using 20 pesos to. The 20 pesos in put there, it was 1 cedi. Yeah, it was 5. I went there. I went there. I said, Madam, I want water too. The madam said, nah, nowadays they don't collect the 20 pesos coins again. But and if they pesos too there, it was like get the gum. The gum I wanted to buy. Yes.
You said the money it look old or what?
Nah, me when I think about it, it's like it's like only in a crowd. Like yeah, I came from Kumasi just few days ago. Yeah, when you buy something with 20 pesos, they collect it. 50 pesos they collect, but I don't know why. Yeah.
All right, so those were some experiences that people shared with us when we hit the street to engage them about the issue of coins rejection, especially the 1 peso, 50 pesos, 10 pesos, 20 pesos, and even 50 pesos. Interesting. I'm sure you've experienced it one way or the other. I would like to hear from you later. But Chris, when last did you see 1 peso?
I have them in my house.
You have them? Are
yes,
you able
a
to?
Lot.
Are you have them? Are you able to use them for payments?
I do susu.
No, I mean, are you able to use them?
It's susu. How can I use it? I'm susuing it. I'm saving it. So when it gets to some point, then yeah. I take it out.
I see.
Yeah, I take it to the bank, a filling station,
have you had
or the mall or
experience
something.
of coins rejection before?
I can't remember, but it's a long time that I've seen anyone give me change with coins and all that. Oh, okay, except the 1 cedi. But the other ones I haven't really seen it, except when you go to the mall and you get something and then they can give you a lot of that change.
I see.
But it's quite pathetic to hear from the people and how they actually felt about it. Especially the last guy, he said it's only happening in Accra because in Kumasi they still and because of that he couldn't even get his gum.
And that's
he really needed a gum.
And that's in a way pushing the prices of the goods. Because, for instance, water, earlier, the sachet water production wanted to increase to 70 pesos. And some were selling 1 cedi.
Yeah.
Because they didn't want to, of course, change it and give the small denomination. The Bank of Ghana issued some statements on that.
Yeah, so the Bank of Ghana actually issued a notice to the public. So rejection of Ghana cedi coins, obligation to accept legal tender and applicable criminal sanctions. Now, the Bank of Ghana has noted with concern the widespread and persistent refusal by traders, transport operators, and other business entities to accept the 1 peso, 5 peso, 10 peso, 20 pesos, and 50 peso coins, as well as the 1 Ghana cedis and 2 Ghana cedis coins in payment for goods and services. So basically, it looks like everything is around the coins. So this notice follows the recent Bank of Ghana notice number BG Gov Sec 2026 17 dated 14th July 2026 on the misuse, abuse, and illegal handling of Ghana cedi banknotes and coins. Whereas the notice addressed the physical misuse and defacement of the currency, this notice addresses the separate and equally serious matter of the unlawful refusal to accept coins issued by the bank as legal tender. The bank wishes to remind the general public that all coins issued by the Bank of Ghana remains the lawful currency of the Republic of Ghana and must be accepted and treated in accordance with the Bank of Ghana Act 2002, Act 612. As amended, the Currency Act, that's 1964, and it's an Act 242, and other laws in force. So A, legal tender status of coins. 1. All coins issued by the Bank of Ghana, including the peso denomination, remain valid legal tender for the settlement of debts and the conduct of transactions throughout Ghana and have not been demonetized or withdrawn from circulation. 2. no trader, transport operator, business entity, or individual has the discretion or to unilaterally refuse to accept these coins in payment for goods, services, and other legitimate transactions on grounds of inconvenience, low value, or personal preference. B, criminal liability for refusal to accept legal tender. So now the following acts constitute an offense and are punishable under the Currency Act 1964. And now we're going to read that. So 1, refusing to sell an article to a buyer simply because the buyer is paying with coins or notes, except where that particular coin or note is no longer a legal tender. 2, where a person is convicted of this offense, the penalties include imprisonment for a term not exceeding 3 years, or a fine, or both imprisonment and a fine. 3, deliberately encouraging, helping, or instructing another person to commit this offense. For example, a business owner who instructs staff to reject coins is punishable in the same way as if the person had committed the offense in person. 4, a person found in the act of committing this offense may be arrested without a warrant. So you will sleep in the cell. You will sleep there. C, compliance and enforcement. So 1, the public is strongly advised to desist from the rejection of coins issued by the Bank of Ghana. So persons and businesses who persist in this conduct may be subject to arrest, prosecutions, fines, or imprisonment in accordance with a law. And 2, the Bank of Ghana shall work closely with the Ghana Police Service and other law enforcement agencies to enforce this law, and shall ensure that appropriate actions is taken against any persons or business found culpable of rejecting coins. 3, members of the public who encounter difficulties in this regard are encouraged to report such instances to the nearest Bank of Ghana office, to the Ghana Police Service, or through the bank's officials' communication channels. Now, the Bank of Ghana calls on all individuals, businesses, and institutions to support these efforts by accepting and handling the national currency in all its denominations responsibly and in accordance with the law. And this is signed on the 22nd of July, 2026 by the Secretary of the Bank, Ami Vida Kwashi. Guys,
beautiful. That's very comprehensive.
You have heard it. So this is actually a communique by the Bank of Ghana to each and every one of us, especially to those who have the habit of rejecting those smaller denominations. And it's also sad to read that even the 1 Ghana cedis and 2 Ghana cedis is also part of this situation. So I don't think we have spoken Chinese or a language that you don't understand. You definitely understood everything that we just read now. Very, very clear.
Clear and concise.
If you try it, if you say, hey, you will go to prison.
Yes, even if you're not the one that is doing it.
Even if you're not the one, exactly.
Yes,
if you're telling
it's like
other people,
crime.
True. If you're telling other people that, hey, don't take this or don't take that, you are definitely going to either go to prison or jail actually. Yeah. So anyway, it's been a very serious issue that we are discussing, and that's why we've opened the phone lines for you to also contribute. So we have our first caller, Mary from Kumasi. Hi, Mary.
Hi.
How are you? You're welcome to the show.
I'm good, thank you.
All right. So Mary, tell us your experience about this issue.
Okay. So whenever I use 10 peso or 50 peso to go and buy something, they will say that it's not accepted and all that.
In Kumasi?
Yes.
Wow. Wow. That's interesting, because we thought Kumasi was different because of what one of the
bus conductors
talked about. Yeah. But so it's happening in Kumasi too. So you said how much?
50 pesos?
It was 10 pesos and 20 pesos.
10 pesos and 20 pesos. So at that point, what did you have to do? Did that mean that you stopped to buy, you didn't get what you wanted to get, or you had to go and look for?
Yes, I didn't buy. So from now when I get that 20 pesos and 10 pesos, I put it there and I don't use it to buy anything anymore.
Oh, so you're saving it as Susu like me, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Anyway, the Bank of Ghana has actually said that it's a crime to refuse these denominations. What do you think about this?
It's really good because they have to enforce more law about it, because what they are doing is not right. It is accepted as a legal tender, and they have to accept it.
All right, dear. Thank you so much, Mary, for calling. And go out there and enjoy your 20 pesos. Buy anything you want to buy. Use that money. It's a legal tender of the country. So use it.
Yeah, so but the Bank of Ghana is encouraging that if you encounter some of these refusals, report. So report to the police and other agencies, or through their official communication, social media communication, right? So you report to them and they take charge and act accordingly. Interesting there. Oh, it's actually happening. Maybe
it's actually happening.
And the problem mostly is with the 10 pesos and the 20 pesos. The 50 pesos is somehow okay.
Why though? Why?
I'm shocked.
Why?
I'm shocked. All right, we have another caller, Malik from Achimota. Good morning, Malik, and welcome to the show.
Thank you. Good morning to you too, and good morning to your colleague.
Right. Good morning.
All right. What is your experience with this coin refusal?
My issue is that people reject the smaller coins just because it has no use.
It has no use.
Yes. For instance, the 1 peso. What will you buy with the 1 peso? What can you do with the 1 peso? Absolutely nothing. So when you give it out and then you take it, you can't use it for anything. You will just pack it in the house.
Yeah, but
let's be truthful with the reality.
No, but if you put the 1 peso, 1 peso, 1 peso, 1 peso together 10 times, what does that give you?
You have 10 pesos.
It will give you 10 pesos. And what will you buy with 10 pesos? Even pure water is 50 pesos.
Yeah, but you can save it.
Yes. So what will you do?
Let's
be reality here. I listened to what you read, which you are right, but the reality doesn't support it.
How? How doesn't it support it?
How is that? You'll be keeping the 1 peso, 1 peso, 1 peso, and you get 20 of it, which will give you the 20 pesos. And even 20 pesos, you can't buy anything in this country with 20 pesos. Even pure water is 50 pesos. So it simply means you should be keeping the 1 peso until it gets to 50 pieces.
Then you go to the bank and change it.
Let's be truthful. I ask you, if you are a seller and somebody brings 1 peso, 50 pieces to you that he wants to buy pure water, will you take it? Let's be real.
I might have to take it because the bank has asked us to take it.
No, you will not.
I will take it because
you will. In reality, you will. We will say it. But let's be real, so that our leaders will look at it and then see what they can do about it, or they will not even produce it at all. Because when you
travel out of the country, to America, to Europe, and all that, they still use coins.
Yes, because it has value.
So you mean
Ghana,
this has no value?
Pesos. What do you use the 1 peso for? That's the question I asked. Even the 20 peso, what do you use it for? Even it is deteriorating in the system. It is even feeding in the system. So we have to encourage things should be sold at the 60 and 70 pesos so that you can add the 20 to the 50 and you can buy. Else, everything starts from 50 pesos. With the 20 and 10, it is acceptable because you can have 2 of the 20 and 1 of the 10, which will be 50 pesos, and buy things which they accept, which is good. But nothing in this country that is being sold at 10 to 20 pesos. I don't think nothing. Everything starts from 50 pesos. So it simply means that 20 and 10 is becoming irrelevant.
Right.
So that is the issue here. So we should.
So if everything starts from 50 pesos, I think we can still use the 20 and 10, don't you think?
Yes, we use it. It's still usable. I use it more often, and it's acceptable everywhere. But with time, it will also fade out.
Right.
See, I want us to be real, practical.
When
we go
out. We will be real
outside.
and practical. I understand you.
Yes, that's it.
We will be real and practical, but until then.
Yes, we will speak the laws and everything, but in reality, it doesn't work on the ground.
Until
and
then,
even he, the Bank of Ghana boss, I'm not sure he will accept 10 peso, 1 peso. And he can't even use the 1
we
peso.
can't tell what he would accept, you know
He
that.
can't use the 1 peso. Let's be reality. We live in this country.
All right.
We've been buying things. We go around, so we know the reality on the ground.
Okay, thank
we
you
shouldn't
so
pump
much.
at the store.
All right, thank you very much,
Oh.
Malik. That's interesting view there.
Right. He also, okay, yes, I think I also understand where he's coming from.
Yeah.
It might get a lot, like it will get a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're going to use the 1 peso, yeah, it will be a lot
The issue
for
really
you
is
to
that-
get whatever you want to get, in the sense that he said things start from 50 pesos up.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the things that we buy start from 50 pesos up. But then again, like I said, anyway, let's talk to the caller. We have a caller from Tamale. Hi, what's your name? And thank you for joining the show. Hello. All right, seems like we've lost him. All right, we have another one. Kelvin from Achimota. Hi, Kelvin.
Hello, good morning, madam.
Good morning, Kelvin. How are you?
I'm doing good.
All right, you're welcome to the show. What are your thoughts about the conversation that we are having? Have you experienced any of the rejections when it comes to the smaller denominations or coins?
Yes, I'm very, very happy you are hosting this program this morning because my main problem is about the 1 peso coin. The 1 peso coin.
Right.
Yes, especially when you go to the mall, that is what they give you as a change.
Mm-hmm.
But nowhere you come to the town, you go to the local market and you buy something, you add up to your money, they will accept it. So I'm very happy Ghana Commercial Bank is putting measures on the ground.
Bank of Ghana, yeah.
Yes, to make sure this have to change because it is a legal tendency we used to, purchase and do goods and transactions. So I'm very happy about it. It's about ourselves. The main problem is it not having a value. Not having a value. Yes. So if we can make some measures that at least if you have 1 peso, you can use to purchase something. I think people will start accepting it because it is our money and then we have to use it.
Right. Thank you very much, Kevin. And he's right. Money must have value.
Yeah.
You know, from one of the basic characteristics of money from economics class, it must have money.
Yeah.
It must have value. So he's basic. Aside the most, there's nothing, nowhere really that you can use, say, 10 pesos, the 1 peso especially, to make any transaction. So it's right. We have another caller on the line. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Hi, good morning.
Yeah, where are you calling from? And your name?
Dede.
Right.
Yeah, so it's very, very true. I side with the man that actually spoke recently, explaining the 1 peso and it's true. Everything since we used to know that they used to sell for 10 pesos, 20 pesos. Now it's 50 pesos. It's either 50 pesos or 1 cedi. It's either 50 pesos or 1 cedi. True, we can use the 20. We can exchange. We can change maybe 20 pesos to 10 pesos 1. But now, considering the prices of stars on the market now, so the money is not that they don't want to accept it. The money, the coin especially, is becoming irrelevant because of the prices of stars. Because first, I remember those times when you're going to buy, you'll be holding 1 cedi coin. You can buy biscuits, you can buy this. Now, when you want to even buy biscuits for your child, you are buying it for like 2 cedis, 1 cedi, 50 pesos, 3 cedis, 7 cedis now. So it's so painful. It's not that people are not willing to accept the money. It's considering the prices of things on the market now. So supposing you're going to buy something and it's like 5 cedis. Are you sure? Are you sure that maybe if you're holding coins worth 5 cedis and you're going to give it to the person selling, the person will take it? No, the person wouldn't take it. Even if you're holding a 50 pesos coins and 5 cedis, they'll be complaining and they'll be talking. They will want to insult you. Meanwhile, it's money. But the prices of stars nowadays is what is ruining things. Not that people are not willing to collect to take the coins. Recently, like this, I went to Koforidua and I went to buy is it rice or something.
Mm.
And the money was not up to, so I had to bring out the coins. I brought the coins from the bag, and the woman was like, "No." So I had to go and withdraw money before I come to pay. Why? Because she said she's not taking the coins.
Wow.
Sometimes, due to what I sell, so I had plenty. Normally, most times I have coins in my I have coins, but they won't take it. When you take it, maybe what your things are finished, you want to restock or something. You still the coins is also money, but when you take it to them, they'll be complaining and they'll be saying a whole lot of stuff. So you have to just leave it behind. Now I have plenty coins under my bed. Because when I come, I just throw it there. When you take it along, they won't take it. Whether it's 1 CD, 50 pesos, or 20 pesos, or whatever. One CD coin you cry, 10 pesos coin you cry, they will be crying.
Right. Now the bank is saying you should report incident of refusals and rejections like this because it's still a legal tender as far as the laws are concerned because it's not been faded out yet. So you have that alternative as well. Thank you very much for sharing your experiences on your view on that coin rejection. So all the calls we've been receiving basically is about the value of the money,
Right,
value of the
right.
money. So I don't know.
Anyway, we have a caller from Ashaman joining us right now. Hello. And I think we lost him. We have some messages here. Hello.
Yes.
Is this the caller from Ashaman?
Yes.
All right,
David.
please, what's your name?
I'm David.
Hi, David. You're welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless you for the wonderful program.
All right, thank you so much, David. David, what are your thoughts and contributions on this issue?
The same thing happened to me when I went to. Please excuse me to say this, okay?
Yeah.
I went to the public toilet, right?
Yeah.
And when I went there, the woman said it was 1 CD. But when I went there, the woman said she increased it. So, and to 1 CD, 20 pesos. And right now, I'm giving her the 1 CD, 20 pesos. She said she will not take the 20 pesos.
But it was 1 CD, 20 pesos.
Yeah, so I don't know which kind of money she want me to add in. And the way I'm impressed, it is by the grace of God. I was saved from that situation. So situation like that, then you want to maybe go and
ease yourself.
Yes, and situations like this, then the person said, I will not accept this kind of money. What will you do? And that is the only money that I hold, and I went there. That day, it wasn't an easy thing for me. So to me, my little opinion I want to share is you people should set some, maybe a group of people to go around the town. Then you pretend as if you are buying something just to know those people doing that thing. But when you are reporting them, like maybe this store, it will be like we are reporting them. So when you people go around and see those people, then you take the necessary steps towards them.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much.
It's very, 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 very this thing. So God bless you for doing this program.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
You're
and
welcome.
Sorry for that experience. Ladies and gentlemen, there you heard it. That's a very bad experience,
Yeah, so
especially
it's
for the fact that you want to
value.
ease yourself and you go to a public toilet and they tell you 1 CD, 20 pesos, and then you now brought the 1 CD, 20 pesos. She says she cannot accept the 20 pesos. So what do you want? What do you really want?
I'm just trying to imagine.
What
Like
the-
I'm putting
like,
myself in
what
the shoe.
exactly
That's
do you
very hard.
want, woman?
No.
All right, but we have some messages here, and this message, Caesar from Ziope. Good morning. Regarding the rejection of legal tender coins in Ghana, the Bank of Ghana refused to act when the public started and successfully rejected the 1 peso and 5 pesos coins back then. This made prices of goods and services to skyrocket. I believe that.
Yeah, that's
now,
true.
it is the turn of the 10 pesos and 20 pesos coins. And even if you will not use it to buy, you can use it to change money when someone buys something. If the whip is not cracked now, prices of goods will go up higher again. Some people need to be arrested to serve as scapegoats. I saw someone yesterday with 50 pesos of the 20 pesos coins, and she said they refused to take it when she went to buy some things, and I took the money and exchanged it with the 1 CD note. As I speak, I have used it to buy things for myself. Something needs to be done about this, and I think it's true. Anyway, we also have Shaba on the line from Kaswa. Hi, Shaba.
Yeah.
Good morning.
I agree with the Bank of Ghana.
Yeah.
100%. And I disagree with the man who said that you can't buy
anything
with 1 peso or 20 pesos. The 1 peso or 20 pesos is there for the change, check and balance.
Yeah.
You can buy something and you then, if there's no change of 20 pesos or 30 pesos, then they increase the price for you. But if the 20 pesos or 10 pesos is there, you can get your change.
Right.
I mean, you get me.
Yes, yes.
And you can get 10 pesos, 20 pesos, add up with 20 pesos, 50 pesos to make it 80 pesos to buy something.
Right.
You can buy something 1 to 20 pesos because they are not using 20 pesos. They will just add it and sell it for you 1 to 50 pesos. But if the 10 pesos, 20 pesos is there, there's no any fees on that thing. So I agree with the Bank of Ghana, and I disagree with the one who said nothing with the 1 peso.
All right. All right. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. We still have some messages here. Good morning. Trust you're doing good. My problem with the use of the coins is from our leaders. Since it was introduced in Kufuor's regime, the 1 peso was rejected and nothing was done. During Akufo-Addo's regime, the 5 pesos too, the same. And now the 10 and 22 are fading. I suggest that more should be in the system. And talking about it in our local languages, and I agree with this. I said it the last time we talked about this issue. It's not just about issuing a notice out, because not everybody probably knows how to read. You understand?
So there must be
it must be a big campaign.
Yes.
There should be massive campaign in the markets, billboards everywhere. If you really want...
That will also take care of communication barrier, language barrier especially. Right, we have Alasan from Upper East. Alasan, good morning and welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, my brother.
All right.
Upper West.
Upper West, right. Thank you very much. Share your
Upper
experience
West.
with us. Have you experienced any rejection of coins before?
Yes, I've experienced some in the one market. Yes, I went to buy some ingredients, and then I used the coins, and the woman told me that even some of the junkies walking here, if you give them the coins, they will never take it. And I said, madam, why are you saying this? And the woman said, she's saying it with experience. If I want, let's walk around. You see so many coins lying down, but nobody takes it. And I asked, why? And I said, but the government used a lot of money to print this money. If Bank of Ghana will come out with the amount of money they use to print this coin, it will be mind-boggling. And we are complaining that the economy is hard. The economy is hard. Why wouldn't the economy be hard, my brother? Look at the amount of money we are wasting on the ground. And yet, sometimes even if you go to those who buy the stuff, you see some of them there.
The coins lying on the floor like that?
Yes. You see some of them, the 20%, the 10%, because nobody needs it. And the government has to do something about it, because the amount of money that we are wasting there, it can at least boost the economy. And I think nobody will be complaining that the economy is hard, because the amount of money that we are wasting with these coins, it's not an easy thing. When you want to buy biscuits for your child,
they will tell you that biscuit, you cannot use 50 pesos to buy biscuit. And how much of biscuit do you need to buy? When you want to use 3 cities to buy them, they will just look at it and think that maybe you are just wasting their time, because when they collect it and they want to give it to some other else, they will not take.
Wow.
You see, so the money is like now it's for the beggars.
Right.
When you want to give somebody money, like those beggars on the street, then you just, when you have their points, you just dash it to them. Yours, it has no value. They don't need it anymore. So they have to do something about it. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Al Hassan from Upper West. So that's very interesting.
Yeah.
But about the coins lying on the floor in order to have reports, let's report. So the Bank of Ghana says if we see.
But who are you reporting to? Who,
That's
like, there's a junkie. He said the coins is on the floor. Are you reporting the junkie?
No. So
It's not
he says the money, because they do not accept it, you will see when you're walking around, you see the money, lying.
No, but you need to report someone. Who are you reporting to? The floor?
That is even the
I mean,
issue.
we cannot report. I mean,
So those who refuse, who reject the money, must be reported, right? But then, yes, most of them are unaware about some of these things. The reason we've even taken up ourselves and doing this education is also a form of education. Although we are gathering your experiences and all that, so report to their various communication channels and all that. But we have Abubakar from Tamale. Good morning, Abubakar, and welcome to the show.
Good morning, sir.
Right. Good morning. Have you experienced rejection of coins before, and what did you do? Tell us about that.
Yes, but first of all, I wanted to apologize to you that my English didn't polish. I didn't sit in class 1.
It's okay.
That's fine.
So I just wanted to say something so that you use your brains and understand it to me. What I'm going to explain about our coins. That 10 pesos, 20 pesos is too small. It didn't like. Let it to you people to expand it like a 50 pesos. Maybe people will throw it away.
Yeah.
Yes, that is my contribution.
All right.
All right. Thank you very much, Abubakar.
Thank you.
So from everything, from the views that we've heard, some people think it is either too much to carry, or
it has no value.
It has no value.
Yeah.
But then again, I think it's time people start pricing their goods or services with 0.05. Point this.
Aside the
that
malls,
works.
aside
the mall, yeah. So maybe when you do that, you can be able to accept it. Say I'm selling this biscuit for $2.99. I'm selling it for 2.5, 2 CD 50 pesos.
Yeah, 277.
27,
365
then it
and
works.
All that, yeah.
Then it will work because if we look at America still has coins in circulation. Although
even the UK,
like in America, the smallest denominations of the coins, which is a penny, has I think in 2025, that's when they stop creating it by the bank, but it's still in circulation. So usually people use the little notes to buy things in clearance sales and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So the point, something. I think it's very important that maybe we should learn to start pricing things like that.
Yeah.
25 CD, 50 pesos. This 2 CD, 10 pesos. So then you can actually
then
use
create
that.
value
Do you understand?
for the money. That's for
yeah. Anyway, Judith is on the line from Dodowa. Hi, Judith.
Yes, hello.
Hi, you are welcome to the show.
I'm Judith from Dodowa.
Yes.
This is a very nice program, and I'm sure that all the station might help this program, because if you go to my area, former area, Amasama, Kwebikov area, they reject coins 20% on the floor like a stone. If you send 20%, they will reject it. And I want to ask this.
Please ask. Oh, we lost Judith. Judith, if you can hear us, please call back again, because we really want to hear the question that you are about to ask before the line went up. But yeah, like I said, in America, they still use the coins, they use the nickels. After the pennies, the nickels, then they come to the dimes and the quarters and
the cents and all that.
So the thing is, with that it's just about pricing. And yes, even in America, you would not see anything for a penny. You might not even see anything again for a nickel. But it's when they add the point this, then you might need it.
Yeah.
You understand? So it's all about pricing. Or maybe one day Bank of Ghana will say, okay, maybe let's take off
let's fade out the 1 peso.
The tiniest one, which is the 1 peso, just like America has done, like, and stopping to create it, but it's still a legal tender, but they've stopped, producing it, but it's still a legal tender. So maybe that will happen someday.
Well, we're looking forward to that, but until then, it remains a legal tender for transaction. We have a caller from Asinfo. So good morning. Enoch from Asinfo. So good morning and welcome to the show.
Yes, good morning. Thank you for this particular program. And then there should be a strong sensitization for this point, because my mother sells this petty trade, and she deals with 20 pesos, 10 pesos, and then within my area, hardly will they collect that coin. So I think you are creating this avenue, and sisters and brother stations to also incorporate in when there is a shortage of coin, like to our malls, they sell price and give that 1 peso, 5 pesos as a change. So I don't know what they are also doing about it, whether they are aware of it or they are not aware of it, because it is becoming something that at the end of the day, don't accept the point. Always the goods are being priced beyond how it should be.
Right.
And affecting trading at the lower basis. Those are the top, maybe they might not feel how the whole thing is being ruled. But so I think the one that, this platform should extend it so that those in the community come more abreast of it, and then Ghana will move that we all wanted. Thank you for.
All right,
thank you very
so
much, Enoch.
Yeah,
very interesting.
That was a very good one.
Yeah.
So basically, this should go. What he's trying to say is this should go beyond this talk. Do you understand? A lot of our sister stations do also do the same thing, because he feels like sensitization is more important, so everyone can actually get the message. Like one of the callers said, this should be it was one of the messages that this should be in local languages. This should go everywhere.
To bridge the language barrier, so that the information sinks with everyone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, because it's not easy having to have a business and then you are able to collect coins, and then when you're now trying to use it to buy other things, they would not collect it from you. That will be very, very hard for you to deal with, because you are the one collecting, but the next person will not collect it. So I think he is right when it comes to sensitization and how it should go down. But we have Jataba from Takoradi. Hi, Jataba. Good morning.
Good morning, my dear.
You're welcome to the show.
Okay.
All right, so let's get into the conversation. But before we do that, please reduce the volume of your TV set so you can be able to hear me well.
Okay. Am I okay? Am I okay?
Yes, but I can hear myself still.
Okay.
Yeah, so speak to me on the phone. Speak to me on the phone.
We are now killing ourselves.
Okay.
Because of this, some people are using this as a medium to increase their items.
Yes.
So the government should stand on his feet to instruct them to bring the items down back, because something like water has no value or in pricing. So if the government can use this medium, we can easily bring back this inflation back down to our former thing. When you go to every coast, When you go to Nigeria, they are something like this, and Toffee and others, they use the small this thing to buy.
Yeah.
So the government should enforce some laws to bring things back, because he has the authority. If anything goes wrong to the country, they will hold him responsible.
Yeah.
And as some people were saying concerning America, it is true, America, they were using the small coins. Why? Because they understand each other.
Yeah.
When they use it, it helps them. It always brings things down, because whenever people stand and use that money to this thing, okay, they always use their own this thing, force instructions to increase items. So the government should use some medium to bring those these things back down.
Yeah.
So that the economy will be
Stable.
good.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Etaba, for your contribution. That was
that's very
interesting
valid,
one.
valid
Because
point.
the truth is, if the more people are refusing the coins, the more they are also raising their prices.
Yeah.
Just because they don't want to receive the coins. So I feel like something needs to be done about it. Like you said, it's not a bad idea, actually. It's not a bad idea.
Absolutely. But we have some messages here again. This one says, "Good morning. I am Ken Kubi in Agwina Swedro. I think religious leaders too play a major role in this. Most pastors condemn coins offerings." Thank you. Wow. Also,
you say? Are you serious?
Pastors, also not the likewise. So, right, two more comment messages here. "I went to the bank to change one cedi coins, 200 cedis, and they told me unless I do a deposit, they will not take it. After that incident, I went to a mobile money vendor to do a deposit, and she refused to take the money. I was so frustrated and regretted saving the coins. Don't be now. The bank says you can report that. Yes, you can report the incident. The money is so legal. It's a legal tender, so you have no right to object it. Yes, of course you can back it for all reasons, but the point still remains that it is a legal tender for use in the country. So this message also says, "Good morning. Thank you for the opportunity. I was extremely shocked when I went to Dunka on a film, and it was normal for not accepting 10 pesos and 20 pesos. I wanted to buy something and gave them 1 cedi, 50 pesos, 2 20 pesos, and 1 10 pesos, and 1 10 pesos coin. The 2 20 pesos and 10 pesos were given to me back. In Hohoe, it's never like that. Every coin is accepted. The 1 peso is the only rejected one. Even 5 pesos is accepted in Hohoe. That's great one. And at Hohoe, yes, also for them, aside the 10 peso, 1 peso, they accept all the small peso denominations. So from 5, 10 pesos, 20 pesos, 50 pesos. That's great, yes. And even the 10 pesos, I'm sure it's because of the pricing that we discussing earlier. Because if there's nothing I can price, maybe say 10 pesos, 31 pesos, how does it come in?
I think we need to start learning that.
Need to do that.
Obviously, we need to start learning that.
To do that.
But then again, we have another one here. It says, "Please, do you have their numbers to call?" And I'm sure that's the Bank of Ghana is talking about. I'm sure you can get it online.
But they are on socials, on Facebook, Bank of Ghana, on X, Bank of Ghana, the Bank of Ghana, right? They are all on all the social media platforms, so you can slide into their DMs, of course, and report some of this incident.
All right. So I went to the bank to change 1 Ghana cedis coins, and they told me unless I deposit. Okay, you've done this already.
I've read those ones.
All right. So those are some of the messages that we have here, and we want to say a very big thank you to each and every one of you for sending these messages. And also, we've heard your frustrations, and I'm sure the right people are listening to these frustrations. But then again, the Bank of Ghana has actually put out a communique to say that it's actually a crime to refuse this denominations, this lower denomination, so especially when it has to do with coins. And anyone who partakes in such activities can actually go to jail, be fined, or both. And also, if you tell people not to take these monies from people, especially to transact business or any issue that has to do with exchange of money, legal issues, of course.
Aiding and abetting crime.
You are actually aiding and abetting, crime. So you will also be dealt with. You can actually go to prison. You might have to pay a fine, or
both can run
concurrently. Can run together. So let's do well to adhere to these laws. And until then,
it remains a legal tender.
It remains a legal tender. And let's keep our ears to hear any information that the Bank of Ghana has to put out, especially for those who think, oh no, it's too heavy, it's too small, it's too this. Let's use it for now until, the Bank of Ghana tells us that, okay, no more, it's no more in circulation. Let's take a quick break. And when we come back, the show continues because it's still Friday.
Looking for everything made in Ghana, all in one place? Then get ready. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2026 is here. A bold celebration of Ghanaian creativity, innovation, and excellence. From rich traditional crafts to modern cutting-edge solutions, experience the very best of Ghanaian products and services. Explore excellence across key sectors including automobile, agriculture, education, health, hospitality, fashion, technology, food and beverages, creative arts, beauty, retail, and more. This is the biggest Made in Ghana fair, bringing together SMEs, startups, manufacturers, local creatives, indigenous corporate bodies, entrepreneurs, and innovative businesses all under one roof. Discover brands redefining quality, connect with industry leaders and innovators, experience the energy of Ghanaian enterprise and creativity. The date is 29th and 30th of August 2026. The time is 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily. Venue, the A4 Sutherlands Children's Park. Call 0205-973-973 or 0558-973-973 to register. Come explore, come connect, come be inspired. Discover the brands redefining Made in Ghana and experience the future of Ghanaian excellence. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2026 is powered by Channel One TV with support from City FM. And it's proudly sponsored by EcoBank and MTN. This is Ghana Exhibition 2026, celebrating Ghana, showcasing excellence.
Kunames. Kunames. Edi. Oh, I say. I say. Ese Oceana. Oh, hallelujah. Hallelujah. Enti Oceana. And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. I don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Black Stars, God is by your side. They say God is by your side. I say, oh, I say, hallelujah, hallelujah, Hosiana, Hosiana, Nana, don't be afraid, oh. Don't be afraid, oh. Last time God is by your side. I will God is by your side. Nana, oh, I say, hallelujah, hallelujah, Hosiana, Hosiana, I wouldn't be afraid, oh. They say don't be afraid, oh. Blasters, God is by your side. Mama wako maetoto Sangusa na donasia Yesu bese Sangusa na manesi Ema wako wako maetoto Sangusa na donasia Yesu bese Sangusa na manesi Ema wako Baby.
All right, we told you today is all about infotainment, and we are just delivering that. So that was Kunama's band giving us that electrifying performance. Mungo de Allah. Yes, today is Friday. Juma Mubarak to all the our Muslim viewers watching us. But yes, we are now going to delve into the trends. We're going to bring you what is happening, what is trending on the various social media platforms. So we get our trends from Facebook, Instagram, X, formerly Twitter, Snapchat, everywhere. We gather them from all across the social media platforms. So we're going to delve into the trends now. And we're starting with rather heartbreaking one. And Chris, you have the details about the road crash of the students, the primary students. Very, very heartbreaking story. And
so basically, like there was a tipper truck, which we actually read this morning on one of the papers. A tipper truck actually ran into a bus carrying students at Jowulu, and as you can see the picture, it's quite a sad one there. And can we increase the volume of the video if we can to listen to what's going on in the background?
Here to ascertain the cause of the accident, followers of the Ghana National Fire Service Beach. This is Eddie Ogun, Alex Kenyatta from the PR department, coming to you live from the Fiesta Royale to Accra Mall stretch, where a tipper truck has run into a minibus containing children. As can be seen, these are blood spills from the accident, and it's child's school bag, as can be seen. And this is the tipper truck that we are here to ascertain the cause of the accident. But the tipper truck ran into the rear of the truck, and our officers from the National Headquarters Rescue Team have arrived to try and ascertain the situation and to separate the trailer from the so it looks like it's a sprinter bus that was containing children that is believed that they are gone for an excursion, and this is the level of the impact.
Please. Normally, I'm at my workplace. This is my job place. I'm organizer. So I just see the school bus always is coming to park there. So several times we are talking to you, the place is parking. It's not correct. It's not right. So just come back there and drop the other students to cross the road. So before to cross the road, end of the some minutes, they will just hear noise. When we turn, we see the trailer truck just take the car. Then spirits coming in. When we come, seriously, we didn't get it easy. But the thing is too much. The problem, before to the people, we can't take it. But we didn't know, is it the steer control or trailing brake? That one we can't see. But we don't know. But the school bus is parking this side. So that's what it is. But if you can say it's the people transfer brake, or that you can't say that one. So it means the driver was not hit? No. The driver is not inside. So that time, the driver just dropped and crossed other school children, the outer lane. So we all hear the noise where was coming. Before we reach, the car can reach here. So before we say the guys, the children, some people don't get to our line, and some people to our leg and our someplace off, short. So that's what we can't meet us. So it's not good news. The bad news here, but seriously. If some people have some help, school to them, then can go ahead. But some people, our fathers and our mothers, it's not easy. So if I can get something to help them, I will take them to hospital. Some people take some hospitals, and some people police hospital.
That's very heartbreaking and difficult visuals from the accident scene to process.
Actually 11 students in that car, which one of them was in critical situation yesterday and was sent to the ICU. But news reaching us right now is, that one person has died. We want to say our condolence to the family and anyone involved, even the school, even though the other students, our heart goes out to them. because this is a very traumatic situation to be in. And also, I really wish some sort of, I don't know, there's no compensation that can make this work, because this is somebody's life, and it's also a child, and you don't know if this is the only child of the family. Like, even if it's, oh my God. And the sad thing, I saw it yesterday. I saw this accident yesterday, and there were a lot of people standing out there, but I didn't know to the extent of, what really happened. But I saw this yesterday. Anyway, let us check out this article on City Newsroom on the update of this crash. And so we have that from City Newsroom here. A 6-year-old girl has died following the Thursday's crash involving a school bus and a tipper truck at Airport Junction on the Accra Mojolu stretch in Accra. City News has confirmed that the child succumbed to her injuries at about 8 p.m. on Thursday, July 30, while receiving treatment at the police hospital. She reportedly sustained severe injuries in the collision. The crash occurred at about 2 p.m. when a tipper truck with registration number GN 967325 ran into a school bus reportedly belonging to Axgod Preparatory School in Asherman. Assistant Divisional Officer King Alex Nate of Ghana National Service confirmed to City News that the other children injured in the car crash are receiving treatment at various health facilities, and personnel from GNFS and the National Ambulance Service respond swiftly to the scene, rescuing the victims from conveying them to the hospital for medical attention. Authorities are expected to continue investigations into the circumstances that led to the fatal crash. And this is giving me goosebumps and making me very sad, because I'm actually not in a good state right now, because looking at the visuals from the video, I just realized I saw it yesterday. But I didn't know it was a school bus. I saw people standing out there yesterday. In fact, it caused some traffic along the route as I was heading home yesterday. I don't know what time it happened, but I was on the road I was on the N1 around that 4 p.m. heading home, and it caused quite some traffic, and it's heartbreaking.
Indeed, it is heartbreaking. And when things like this happen, it's as a parent, imagine as a mother, as a father, as a guardian, you see your ward off to school, and only you are there for you to get that phone call that this is what has happened. Like,
ironically,
it's very difficult to
actually. Ironically, something like this happened earlier this week in Uganda too, where all the kids actually died, where a tipper truck also ran into, a school bus, and that one, like, everyone died, and the government has actually banned schools from conducting any sort of excursion. That's in Uganda. But
this not new. I think early this year too, we had same incident where more than 10 or so, about 6 or about 10 students also died. The same thing in the Ashanti region. It's very heartbreaking, and sometimes it's long distance. It makes sense. Yes, we understand they are going to explore, to learn,
but
but
you can't blame long distance on this. Ashaman is just here. This is Accra Mall.
And Jolo,
this is Accra Mall. It happened along before you get to Accra. If you're coming from the N1 after crossing Fiesta Royal, before you get to Accra Mall, that bus stop that is not the bus stop that has been created by the Church people, right opposite where they have created the forest area. Well, like the forest, they used to sell flowers in those areas around there, right opposite there is where it happened.
I think proper investigations should be conducted into this matter.
I feel like he veered off the road. He probably veered off the road. If we look at this, it could be an issue of brake failure, because they are not on the road. Clearly, you can see that they are not on the road, and where the cars were actually, parked was the walkway where people cross.
And because
so basically, it's where people cross. So where you cross, because you cross from that bus stop to the middle side, pedestrians stand there, and you can cross to the other side of the road. So he probably veered off. He probably veered off and then hit them.
And because they're expanding the road too, they normally try to maneuver and get away of the traffic. It's very unfortunate. Condolences to the family of the bereaved, and also we wish them comfort. That's very difficult to bear. Yeah, but let's check out some comments, what people have been saying.
This country is a death trap on its own. Why should sprinters be allowed to carry school kids? Nothing will also happen to the tipper truck driver. It's God's grace that's keeping us in this country. It's not about the that, but I just feel like we should blame the tipper driver at this point.
Driving in Ghana is so bad. The majority of Ghanaian drivers would be in jail every week if they lived abroad.
_Z Kelvin. Oh my God, as a parent, I can't even begin to imagine what the kids' parents are going through. Exactly what I'm feeling here. At sense_receive, those tipper trucks are always overspeeding, and I feel like tipper trucks should not be on the road at certain times.
On the road. Yeah, they are so intimidating, especially if they see saloon cars and the small vans.
I am fire. When you use some particular road very often, and this happens, Charlie, what's it? Read it.
So God is the one carrying us along there.
And we have another one by Nati Bongo, Charlie, some small school kids, so sad. Lord God.
That's very hard.
This is a murder, right? I feel so too. The emotional blackmail starts again. The tipper truck brakes failed. Has the truck been serviced before? I guess no. Tippers have the best brakes in vehicle production. So how come they always fail brakes? No maintenance. Then boom, accident, murder. They never get arrested. You see, I was not in this. I wouldn't say I saw exactly what happened, but from how it looks like he probably could not control his brake and definitely veered off the road. And that part of the road has no construction going on. So there's no excuse. That part in particular has no construction going on. So there is no excuse to this sort of driving or to this sort of accident. And is that blood I'm seeing there? Oh my God, please. Let's move on.
It's very difficult for us to actually process. Our thoughts are with the family of the deceased and also the injured students. We wishing the rest of the students a speedy recovery.
And this is a very traumatic situation for the rest of the students. So I do hope that they get the psychological help that they need, because at the end of the day, in as much as we are always concerned about the physical, or what's going to happen to their skin, their body and all that, these kids are definitely going to be needing some sort of therapy, some sort of emotional support, because at the end of the day, this is a very traumatic situation that took a life of one of their own. And also just the shake of the car alone, when that happens, the moving of the car, the falling off of the car, all that was going to cause some sort of PTSD to those children. And let's not just focus on if they had scars, if they had some sort of wounds. The internal wounds are there, and that has to be taken care of. Anyway, on to the next.
It's actually right. Let's move on from that to another story here, and that has to do with some migrants being able to break through the border from Ceuta. Very, very interesting yesterday when I came across that video. So a lot of them.
All right. So yesterday, being the 30th, in Spain, we actually saw a lot of migrants pour into Spain's Ceuta from Morocco. Now, the state's television, TVE, reported that 2,000 to 3,000 people had crossed into Ceuta on Thursday. And also, Reuters was not immediately able to confirm the report because some of the footage are from Reuters. But the video footage also showed that hundreds of migrants swimming or floating on the inner tubes from the Moroccan side and others have broken through the gates on the land and also running into the city. Unluckily, some were caught. So imagine doing all this and still getting And the way they were running into the place, that's actually what made me laugh. But it's actually a very worrying situation when it comes to immigration laws. Yeah. So I feel like Africa.
What is actually pushing them away? First question.
Africa has a lot to work on. But like Morocco is close to Spain by the waters. So this is not the first time it's happening. This happens
several times
in a while.
We've seen this in the news.
Yeah. And clearly you can see them having a ball as they enter into the city. 2,000 to 3,000. And that's a lot of men. And I see children and women.
Women, yeah.
Yeah. And the white people are just staring. The Spanish people are just staring like, what is going on here? But Africa really has some...
We have a long way to go.
Some problems.
We have a long
that
way
we need
go.
to sort out.
We need to
Our
focus.
governments need to really sit up because I wouldn't say we don't see this happening. We have seen it happen before, but it was a colonizing way, not this type of way.
We come back and then be hammering on the statistics on human trafficking and all that, reparatory justice. Let's fix the structural issues
clearly this one's,
that is making our people uncomfortable. So that they'll be interested in staying in the country, to build the country and build a continent.
They're proudly, giving us fingers and all that. But anyway, let us check out some of the comments that we have on this. Everyone deserves a better life on this beautiful planet. This is from Milarus. And Peter, who is telling them to go where? Why do a bunch of them just be like, hey, let's go on this day? With smartphones and all. Yes, exactly what I'm saying. They're so comfortable. It doesn't look like they're lost or anything. So Dr. David Duff, who knew that all you needed to become a Spaniard was breaststrokes? Clearly, we saw a lot of breaststrokes, and that looks fun. Pablo Guz, Ceuta is in Africa. It is colonialism. Well, Spain should give Morocco its lands back. Ooh. Ceuta and Melilla and Canary Islands are still occupied by Spain. Well, the hardest borders are the ones where human desperation meets the interest of the states. Wow, interest of the states. So yeah.
Interesting. The way they are running into it, that's wow.
But like one of the comments said, like, who knew just, having to do breaststrokes can actually make you a Spaniard? Because they're just going to stay a couple of times. They're going to find one lie to say and say, they're after me in my village. And the next thing, boom, they have papers and now they're Spaniards.
Interesting.
But yeah, those are, some of the things happening from Morocco to Spain. Right. So what next do we have?
Yeah. So we have Parliament passing a 20-year electronic road toll. We used to have the toll system back, but it was manual. And it was abolished under the SWAL administration. But yes, Parliament has passed a 20-year electronic road toll. Let's get into that. And it's through a PPP arrangement, public-private partnership. And it was passed yesterday with Rock Africa Limited to build and run tolls at 66 points across 13 corridors, including 38 existing and 28 new sites.
Right.
So government will get 70% revenues for road maintenance out of the toll. It's going to get 70% of revenue for road maintenance, while the company takes 30% after 3 years of setup and 17 years of operation. 17 years. So the company is going to run the whole thing for 17 years. And throughout that 17 years, they'll be taking 30% of the revenues that it will come, will be generated from the tolling system, and 70% will go to government to maintain the road.
All right, so let's check out
some comments on that. Yeah. Diplomat, he says, we are about to spend 24 hours from Kasoa to Accra and back. Well, that's the electronics, so let's see how it goes. What about the roadworthy we pay to DVLA? Where does the money go? This is a direct tax. So if people come back to say Ato has council taxes, well, he is replacing them. That's Ayuzu. Road tolls are coming back. Hopefully, at this time, the money actually improves the roads. We hope so as well. Comment merchant. We have no problem with that if only you have good roads. Very necessary. Which country does not take road tolls? Even well-developed countries do take road tolls. That's the last comment, and it came from Jerry. And it's interesting because I remember when this government came into office and the Roads and Highways Minister went to government. He went to Parliament on some of these questions. It was interesting, the amount of money he mentioned that we had lost due to the cancellation of the road toll. Yes, people may argue it was causing traffic and all that. I'm sure the reason they considered the electronic one, because even developed countries, if you go to America, Canada, is there. Our rules are there.
I think the argument of traffic does not really make sense.
It doesn't. It doesn't hold water, actually, because with this new arrangement, if government is going to generate 70% of that into a maintenance of the road, at least we're going to see some improvement, because all across the country we have problem when it comes to road infrastructure.
Right.
Everywhere we see protests each and every day about roads, and even the more major highways are even suffering in the cities. Look at this Apenkwa, Achimota. Immediately it rains, although time to time they come and put it into shape a little bit, but it's not enough. So we need them back, and I think that's a great one.
All right, so the next one is about the football world. The football world is shaking a bit right now, and it has to do with FIFA. So FIFA World Cup stakes sales draw global soccer fury. So FIFA had plans, or I wouldn't say FIFA entirely, but Infantino. Let's limit about Infantino.
Yeah, we should limit it to him.
Infantino or FIFA plans to create subsidiary for the World Cup and sell stakes to private investors. And if you're wondering who these private investors are about, these private investors actually are linked to Trump. The deal is backed by Joshua Kushner, Strive Capital. And now Joshua Kushner is a brother to Jared, and Jared is the son-in-law of Trump. So in a statement published on Tuesday, FIFA said that FFE would raise up to $4.2 billion from third parties, which values the subsidiary of $20 billion. And the organization added that it will retain ultimate control of the venture. And this will be approved. To be approved, the plan requires approval from a majority of its 211 members, as well as FIFA's 37-member council. But UEFA and its European constituents have actually reportedly a boycott of the World Cup, representing a smaller portion of the influential nations. But we also have CONCACAF, who also have joined UEFA to reject these, whatever that
and
he's
that's
to
a step
do.
in the right direction. Africa should also follow suit, because even without this investment and all that, we saw what happened at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. So if you're going to have someone also having a stake, and you are telling us you're going to still have control.
So I don't think it might work, because
No.
they talked about the 211 state members that are joining. So if Europe and if UEFA, actually joins, I mean, if UEFA comes out, because they're saying UEFA's number is not enough, the Confederation of North and Central America and Caribbean associations have also joined to say that they are rejecting it. If AFCON also joins, then I think then it
will
can
give
hold
them
water.
a good reason to
Exactly.
to hold on to that.
Because the whole politics of surrounding FIFA these days is just too much.
It's just so much.
It's just too much.
It's so much. Africa and the rest, they should also follow suit, and I think that really will tell FIFA something.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of today's episode, and obviously we've also come to the end of the trend. But thank you so much for staying with us from 7 a.m. till now. We really had a good time, and to all callers, thank you so much for watching and contributing to the show. We have so much lined up for you after the show, so please do stick and stay with us right here on Channel One TV. My name is Chris Carter.
And I am Wahab Abdulrazak. Thank you very much for watching, and enjoy the rest of our programs.
Charlie, the Friday is set.